Good evening. Welcome to Osage, Iowa, home of the Osage Green Devils. Candle Genius here with Duke Scoop to my right and to his right. Not your average Joe. We're getting ready. Game time. Kickoff here in about 50 minutes in Osage as the St. Ansgar Saints take on the Osage Green Devils. Managers, coaches, the first round of boys has arrived here. It's kind of quiet, kind of somber on the field. Well, we can get our guys here. Let's get a quick glimpse of There's Not Your Average Joe.
We're here.
There's
We're ready.
Duke Scoop.
Week
Oh my
one.
goodness.
Season
a rare
2, week
sighting
1.
Of Jack Tripper in his natural habitat.
This is the natural habitat, too. You said it.
I didn't hear what he said.
I would like to call Jack Tripper out for something I heard in the volleyball broadcast last night.
Let's hear it.
This guy said he never gets mad when he calls a pitch and it isn't executed. I can tell you, I have seen the opposite occur. And usually, in fact, it's not him. He usually is patting me on the back saying, he tried. He just missed. And sometimes you just miss. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So, it's funny. You never get mad at the kid. You get mad at the execution, right? It's here. We didn't execute here. We needed to execute in that one.
I think that's what he said last night. This is exactly what he said last night. We could see he tried to hit that corner of the plate.
Right.
He just didn't really nail it. I can't get mad at him.
He just hit the middle instead of the the corner. Yeah.
And there's Coach Clevenger. Sorry about that. I mean to interrupt you there.
Go ahead. I should probably get this off the screen. It says like we're not coverage is beginning shortly, but we're already kind of covering things. So
we kind of are. Were we muted for that? Or we?
No, I think we're not muted. I don't believe. People out there in YouTube land, can you hear us?
It's early. My phone just told me that we went live, so let me do a sound check.
We have one like.
Well, that's good. If people like it, it must be something. You can check the sound settings.
What's showing?
Right there. That little microphone right there. Like that little microphone?
Yeah, down here.
Oh, yeah, we're good. We're live. We're good.
Yep, I can hear myself on my phone, so I think things are good.
That's fantastic. Well, we're a little bit early here, folks, and as we get set up here in Osage, we're doing a broadcast. Just here's a quick lowdown. So we're on one camera tonight. Duke Scoop's got replays going. He's running the tech side.
Well, I'm going to try.
There is no try, my friend. Either you do or you don't. I'm expecting you will.
Not like a Yoda quote?
Yeah, I don't know exact quote, but yes, it is. I can't take credit
for it.
That sounds
right.
So, yeah, we're seeing these the first group of guys get all warmed up out here. Do we see a second group? This one looks bigger than the
group
first
number 2 headed to the field. I believe these would be what we call Group 2.
The official name is Group 2.
It's Group 2.
Cheerleaders are here?
Well, I guess if they're going out in reverse order, it'd still be Group 2.
I think it's still Group 2.
There's cheerleaders.
Number 1 in our hearts.
Yeah. So we've talked about, I think I introduced our listeners to the concept of top 10 days a year ago. We have 10. We have 10 days. Really good ones here in North Iowa. If you're not outside, you're missing one of the 10.
If you're not here, you're going to miss one of the 10.
Amen. This is as good as it gets. It is absolutely beautiful. What a great night for football. It's early in the season for everybody. Teams, broadcasters, cameras, instant replay text, the whole deal. So we went live a little early tonight to try to get some things started, but we'll get you some content here coming up in about 15 minutes. We'll be back with some pregame stuff. I can regale you with the tale of the tape as we preview Green Devils versus Saints here in Osage, week number 1.
Ed Betzworth says, yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Fantastic.
We're not too loud, are we?
Couldn't possibly be too clear. Kind of fun watching everybody rolling here. So, Duke, where we're heading now? Tell our adoring audience what we're doing now. We're going to take a commercial break here. Are we going to show the screen and do something different? What do you like, my friend?
Well, I mean, I don't know if we don't have, 52 minutes? Oh, the clock changed. I had this clock set up with the main one over there, and they've changed it now. I got to adjust the clock.
All right, we'll adjust the clock. You can do that. There's the Osage Green Devil scoreboard. I expect a grand entrance by these Green Devils. It's just what happens here. 45 minutes till game time. That's what's showing.
You know what? I feel like it isn't talked about enough, the celestial quality of of this matchup, the Devils versus the Saints?
Celestial. Yes. Devils and Saints. I'd love to know the history there, right? I mean,
Oh, Ed says yes. I asked if we were too loud. He says yes, we're too loud.
Ed, is this true?
If you lost your TV remote, you could turn the TV down.
Well, the thing is, I don't know where the ads are. Like, I had to turn all the ads down
No,
last night.
I leveled them.
Did ya?
I tried to. Hopefully
Okay.
they're the right. Hey, let's take an ad break to see how loud the ads are
Good plan.
compared to how loud we are.
And I'm going to go talk to my friends, the St. Ansgar cheerleading squad. We'll be back right after this.
What does FSB have in common with farmers? How about I just show you? This is Chad Nelson, president of the bank, and this is what a typical day off looks like for Chad. He doesn't have much time for lake houses or private country clubs. That's because before he was a banker, Chad was a farmer, and you don't just stop being a farmer. Farmers State Bank, where farmers come first.
Oh, we're back. And my co-broadcasters have left me. You can see Eric down there talking to the cheerleaders on the hey, scan that QR code to get to Saints TV. Oh, wait, if you're seeing this, you're already here, I suppose. Never mind. At least it's a cool T-shirt, though, I guess, huh? Ooh. All right. We'll see you in a bit, folks.
Making sure. I mean, if
Now,
we're,
okay, now we're live.
are we live? Okay, I didn't know. I thought maybe we were. And I thought, well, I better just talk as if we are.
Better take the "we'll be right back" down because we are back. We're
Well,
back,
and I
folks.
certainly wasn't pushing on you there. Duke Scoop is doing some graphic magic. You're going to be able to participate in watching that tonight. We're excited to show that to you. Candle Genius here again with Duke Scoop, Not Your Average Joe, kind of getting ready to throw some stats your way. We're just watching these teams get warmed up here in Osage. The music is kicking across this field. The breeze is picking up a little bit, pushing that music right into our microphones. You might be able to hear it. Here's Osage getting warmed up over there. Both teams expecting a win tonight in a game that is always a showdown.
Always a fun one, right? When these two teams get together, cross county, they know each other well. A lot of these kids obviously grew up together, playing on teams both against each other and with each other. So there's a whole bunch of familiarity here, a lot of familiar faces. That makes it all the more fun.
It
This
sure does.
Osage team comes in. I think the news of the night is without speedster Quinn Street will not play tonight. Sounds like he has a broken hand. I guess I don't know if that's a HIPAA violation. I heard it on the street, so it's probably not true. But I heard he is injured.
I don't
and
think you have
is
an obligation to.
and is out for this game tonight. So they will be without Quinn Street. So that'll be the question. Now, they got a whole lot of other guys too, right? It takes about 22 guys to play this game at a high level. So there's a whole lot of other guys in there. They've got most of their offensive and defensive line returning. And of course, anytime St. Ansgar and Osage take the field, it seems like that battle up front is key, and that'll be key tonight. And just the opposite is true on the Saint side, right? A couple of returning starters and a couple of replacements there of guys that are going to get their opportunity, like Coach Clevenger talked about earlier this week when we interviewed him. If you haven't caught that episode yet of Behind the Saints, go do that.
Go do that. Well, not right. Well, I mean, I guess you could now. It's 35. You won't be able to watch all of it.
You get a good chunk of it in, but yeah,
We're on Spotify now too.
On Spotify, so if you want to listen going down the road, am I right on that, Duke Scoop? You can bring it up and just hear our sweet, deep tones and get the same.
Don't text and drive. Wear
right?
your seatbelt.
Right, but as long as you
it
do
on
all
your,
that,
your radio, Bluetooth.
Yeah.
If you have an assistant named Siri, I'm sure she can help.
for sure.
And we'll get on more. What am I trying to say, Joe? We'll get on more podcast platforms.
Yes.
If you want to let us know in the comments where you like to get your content from.
Yep. If you're an Apple podcast guy or a iHeartMedia podcast gal, whatever you are, you let us know, and we will try to get on that platform as well.
Can someone explain to people at home what's going on here? It looks like they're starting before the games even start. They're kind of beating up on each other a little. You think they'd want to be fresh? What's happening here, gentlemen?
This is get the old blood flowing, get the juices running, line up.
Think Clev's going to go through?
Crash the pads. He looks like he wants to.
He does look like he wants to.
They're shifting slowly this way.
I can see it. We want to miss it if it happens.
Yeah. Everybody gets a turn.
Like a little
Get
hive
ready
of
to
bees.
go.
Joe, you should go down and run through it.
I'm ready. I've had 400 milligrams of caffeine in the last 3 hours. I am electric
How
right
cups of
now.
coffee is that?
Well, it's 2 Celsius. Celsiuses? Celsius?
You know, that is.
I mean, what is
that's
the
probably
plural
a good
of
question for our
Celsius?
viewers.
Somebody in the chat, let us know what the plural of Celsius is. My guess is it's like deer. It's Celsius. See what I'm saying?
Dear.
You get what I'm saying? That's the plural is still Celsius. Oh dear. You don't say oh dears, right? I mean, you shouldn't.
Osage is locked down tight. You know the number of doors around this place, right? As far as the gates, and there's one locked up down here. It looks like we got somebody handicapped trying to get in there, and I wish like crazy I'd go help them. If you guys got a bolt cutter, at home,
or if you're watching in the stands, go help them.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
that's
you
right.
have to help them over the fence. I think the problem is the door doesn't open.
Oh.
Maybe I'm wrong. I saw a couple of righteous saints, Mr. Gusto Walk and Huddy Buddy were down there doing their part. I think they went looking for someone with a key. We'll see what happens here. We'll let you know how it pans out.
That's
here.
good. We like that. We like that.
Good citizens all around.
You know, we had the opportunity to feed the team prior to departure today. The world's best baseball managers just walked by. That's who's waving at you there on the screen. We got a little LFA and
there they are.
Megan Sauls, shout out.
There they are. Megatron.
Friend of the show.
We said it before. We'll say it again. We're pretty sure they could live without the coaching staff and could conduct a baseball game just fine without us. We could not live without them. So thank you, ladies, for all that you do. And I know there's a whole fleet of football managers as well that we'll get to introducing here throughout the season. But tell you what, it takes everybody doing their job, including the managers, to get all this stuff done.
That is a fact.
It's
unsung heroes.
For sure. Back to my story. So we had the opportunity to feed the football team and the managers and the coaching staff.
What'd you feed them, Joe?
We had a little pulled pork and some cheesy potatoes and some fruit. And it was fantastic. But the point of my tale here is...
let's talk about the food. It was good. I had some. You brought some with.
Yes. Yeah. It
Thank you
turned
very
out all
much.
right. You're very welcome. To a man, woman, and child, everybody said thank you as they went through the line today. And obviously these are kids, and it was one of those. It really stuck out to me that everybody looked me in the eye as I was feeding them their sandwich, handed the sandwich with a thank you, and moved on to the next one. That's just that's awesome. I think that we can brag on our kids a little bit when they do something right. Let's brag on them there. That was I just thought something really cool. Just something small, but had good manners, I guess, as I had the opportunity to feed them dinner tonight before.
I've been thinking about this a lot lately because what makes St. Ansgar different? I'll say in my eyes, right? I used to teach school, and I have gone to several schools through my elementary and high school and junior high and college, and I just I'm so glad we decided to raise our kids in St. Ansgar. There's just something different about the values of the kids that's really instilled by the teaching staff there, right? The coaching staff and the culture that those values create. I'm so with you, Joe. I'm so proud to be a part of this St. Ansgar, I guess, overall team.
Yep.
I'm glad that my kids went to school here, and what a great place to raise a family.
Should we talk a little football?
It might be appropriate.
Is it time?
Oh, it's not. No, 30 minutes until we can talk
We are
about
30 minutes away from talking about football.
No.
Goodness, we can
have to wait?
We can give a preview, can't we? Before we talk about, how about this? We'll talk a little bit about what we might see tonight. Let's start on the Saints side of the football, guys. We've got, as we talked about with Coach Clevenger tonight, 24 upperclassmen, juniors and seniors. That's a good start when you look at a program and it's health.
That's 2 dozen.
You start there. Yep, exactly. And then you kind of match that with underclassmen, which is good. That's, of course, the future. But, we will see tonight. I don't think we're going to see a lot of sophomores on the field tonight. This is a very junior, senior heavy team, which, again, generally is a good sign.
Yep.
As you talk about the maturity of your program. Senior quarterback Jay Schwiesal returns, chucking the pigskin. So we'll have him out there. The fastest man alive, Dylan Brum, trying to run underneath some of those. Replace a bunch of the running game. The Saints will look to start that tonight. New fullback and 2 new tailbacks throughout the program, obviously with Reagan Witt, Connor King, and Christian Michaels, all moving on to their collegiate
we'll miss
lives.
those guys, but I'm anxious to see who steps up.
Correct. Yep,
You probably
exactly.
have that answer.
Check that
You got
out.
that answer yet?
I have. We'll see who's going to step up. I know who's going to be on the field to start tonight. We could talk a little bit about that. I think we'll see Joe Clevenger. I promised Joe I would not call him Drew once throughout the season. Let's see if I
Good
can make
luck
it
with
through the
that.
first quarter. I bet I can't. But
There's
I'm
some
going to.
folks that you might see tonight.
Oh, there!
Check that
Look
out.
at that.
I just threw those together pregame, so they're a little
That's
sloppy,
fantastic.
But,
So number 2, Corbin Michaels, number 2. So he's the other guy. He'll probably fill in Big Brother's footsteps, right? As Christian, we talked about him not being in the backfield. My guess is we will see Corbin in his position there. Joe Clevenger likely at fullback, and I think our other tailback there, running back, is going to be none other than Mr. Tyson Klein.
Mr. Tyson Klein. It'll be fun to see these guys this year, for sure.
We got to see all of them in flashes last year and in games that were over before they were officially over. I watched a bunch of JV football last year, and it's going to be fun. I think you're going to see those guys step up and fill in that running game, but obviously it will be something key to watch as we go throughout the night tonight. All-state Defensive tackle, center, Dylan Hansen.
Oh, Dill.
One of the famous
Friend of the
Saints
show.
contributor, friend of the show, Double Dills, will be key, obviously, in both lines as he returns this year to play up front for his senior year, number 65, Dylan Hansen. Braden Halverson, who played a bunch as a sophomore last year, played both ways, started every game, I believe, as a sophomore on our offense and defensive line. That doesn't happen often.
When you think about this team, the talent on this team, that is a major achievement, isn't it?
It sure is. So he's back. He returns. He'll play defensive end on defense, and he will be that right guard, I believe, is where we're going to see him on offense. So junior Braden Halverson, number 57. The other two guys are guys that Coach Clevenger talked about the other night when we kind of did our season preview. Aiden Beeson, number 70, big Aiden Beeson, is a junior. He will step into that defensive tackle spot, I would guess, on the left side of the line, and he will play left guard as well. And then to round out that line, defensive end, Weston Paulson. And this is a kid who's waited his turn, right? Again, Saints TV contributor, Big W, you might know him as. We're excited to see number 58, Weston Paulson, for his senior year out. They're going to play defensive end on that right side most of the time and right tackle. Senior Weston Paulson is number 58. So we'll see those guys in relief. I think you'll have Jackson Vroom in the mix there, number 75. I think we may see him some on that defensive side of the football as well. So
hard for me to imagine Jackson Vroom as a junior this year.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
Yeah, it sure is. So we talked about Jace back, Dylan Brum back, obviously playing in that split end spot. Corbin Michaels and Joe Clevenger both on the field some last year. Braden Halverson, Dylan Hansen on the field full-time last year. Other than that, a lot of new faces, right? We talked about it in the running game. Some other new faces you'll see here out there. Tyson Klein is going to step into that linebacker spot, so he'll be in the backfield offensively, and he'll be in that outside linebacker spot is going to be my guess defensively. Corbin Michaels assumes one of those spots as well at linebacker. Joe Clevenger, who played quite a bit. Corbin and Joe played quite a bit of linebacker last year as well. They will both be out there. So your linebackers would be Klein, Clevenger, and Michaels. Joe Clevenger's number 12, Tyson Klein number 30, by the way. At the cornerback spots, again, I believe an all-state guy last year out there, Dylan Brum, fastest man alive, Saints TV contributor, one of the halves of the double.
The kid needs his own sound effect.
He does.
Effect.
He does.
I got a visual effect of him
There
on
it
the
is.
screen now.
Number 32, Dylan Hansen.
There he is. This is how fast he is. Watch. I don't see if he.
Man, he's fast.
I love it.
Dart off the screen. I wonder if they can see that if it like goes through when I'm moving stuff on the screen. I have no idea.
You know, I suppose there's a way to find out.
Let us know, folks. how annoying it is when I
Did you see Dylan flash across your screen?
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, you just got, like you said, you got to let us know.
He is, like a bolt of lightning.
Another new face in the backfield, free safety spot, Seth Schatz Jr. Again, a guy who's put in the work, put in his time, had a great season on the baseball field for the Saints, as stepped into that catcher spot, is going to catch a few in the free safety spot. You see what I did there? Number 9, Seth Schatz. Sweet, solid, strong safety. And then another new face at right cornerback, Connor Mullenbeck, junior Connor Mullenbeck, number 7. Saw the field early last year. Had some injuries that kept him out later in the season, I believe. But number 7, Connor Mullenbeck, will be out there at the right cornerback spot. We talked a little bit about Seth Schatz. He's going to play the other split end as well. So we'll have him out there as well on offense. Number 9, Seth Schatz, playing on both sides of the football here to start.
Seth Schatz. Where have I heard that name before, Joe? Seth Schatz. Did he play baseball?
He sure did. He sure did. Yep. He was, like I said, was one of the spots going into the year. Give you a little inside scoop. As a baseball team, we were like, wow, what do we do at catcher? What's that look like? And Seth was a guy that was in the mix from the beginning, of course, but it was, we don't know what we really have there just because we had a catcher in that spot for years. And it was, well, let's see how bad Seth wants it. I can tell you the answer to that question was Seth wanted it real bad and worked really, really hard to put himself in a position to have a great sophomore year in the toughest position to play in a baseball field, in my opinion, especially at the high school level, is to be a catcher, where you don't. We talked about it earlier with Mr. Meyer's pitch calls. They may not exactly go where he wants them to always go. When you're the catcher, it's your job to make sure you catch it. Even if it was supposed to be down and in and it's up and out, your job is to go catch it. Right? And it's a super hard job. Did a fantastic job. Had a great year. Stepped up big time in a spot that was really key for the a 20-2 baseball team that had a phenomenal 22-2. I can't remember. Had a phenomenal season in large part to the work that kids like Seth did to make themselves ready. So I'm excited to see him on the football field. He takes that kind of leap like he did in baseball on the football field. Good things will happen for him tonight in those spots as well.
We've seen. It's funny. Baseball is one of those sports, or maybe the sport that you can recognize those kids who just stepped it up this year, right? And it's almost like it seems like every year I have this kid gets the most improved award, and that would be Seth. Seth is that kid who at the beginning of the year I was like, I don't know, man. You put him as catcher, I'm not sure. And man, oh man, did he prove himself? That was fun to see. And we grew up down the street from Seth, and he's just always been just a heck of a kid. Always outside, always kicking the ball around, always playing. He's an athlete, man. Anxious to see him here tonight.
Yeah, one of those kids that'll come to you and go, well, what can I do? What do I need to do? What's next? How do I get better? Should I do this? Should I do that? And wants to be.
Help me paint my garage.
I bet he would do a great job at that too. Couple other newcomers out there on the offense. Chase Haugen and Hale Dietrich are going to be your two tight ends tonight. We'll use those guys. Sometimes we use two tight end sets. Sometimes we'll use just one. Sometimes I think we may see none tonight. We'll talk about that. But Chase Haugen is a senior, number 44. Again, another guy, been in the program, right, and done his job, done everything they've asked him to do. He's ready to go for his senior season. Number 44, Chase Haugen, in that tight end spot, along with Hale Dietrich. Hale is a junior, number 31, also going to play tight end. Promising start to the year last year. Hale had in the JV at the JV level, broke his leg, hurt his knee. Can't remember which one. Got injured very early in the season last year in a JV game. Was obviously lost for the season. So he's back for his junior year, back and healthy again. So it'll be fun to see him out there. Number 31, Hale Dietrich. Schwiesau's going to do the punting and the kicking. Schatz is going to hold, and Andrew Hall is your long snapper. So there is your run through the offense and the defense on for the Saints. We expect a lot of good things out of some new faces tonight, and of course we've got some returners as well.
It was a good rundown, Joe.
That was a great rundown.
Talking about the movers and shakers, the faces of tomorrow's papers. Oh, today's papers, actually.
Today's. Duke, you doing okay with power?
Yeah, we're spread it out nice. I couldn't figure out why this one wasn't on. People aren't going to know what we're talking about, but I hadn't turned the power button on.
It turns out you have to turn them on. So let's talk about it. We are on the visitor side intentionally. We want to be with our people. These are our people.
Kind of a thing. We started doing this last season. And no one stopped us yet.
That's right. We like being with our people on this side. The field has been vacated. The players have been removed from the field. The band appears to be taking the field.
Hey, we got to give Osage kudos. Their band is phenomenal every year. So hats off to Jeff Kirkpatrick, who's led this group of kids for many, many years. Heck, when I went to high school here, Jeff Kirkpatrick was about to take the reins. I believe Mike Peterson was in charge up until about the time I left. And he's been here for a long time, and he's done a great job with these kids. A lot to be proud of here. The Osage Marching Band. A little fun fact, guys. I was the voice of the Osage High School Marching Band my senior year. I didn't play in the band, but I got to announce them. So I got to be the official voice, which I got way more credit than I deserved. I just came out and announced them before the games here, 4 home games or whatever it was. But it was a lot of fun.
I bet it was.
So you had a voicing, broadcasting resume before Saints TV,
though. Yes, I did. A special
thank you to all of our volunteers making tonight's game possible, and to our amazing field painting crew. The field looks fantastic.
The field, they're talking about the field over the PA system, thanking the staff and everybody here that's on it. And I will, and it's probably hard to pick up. You'll see it as the sun goes down behind that bleacher on the other side, but the field is beautiful here
Yeah,
tonight.
It
It
is.
is nearly perfect.
They painted it the school colors.
Very creative on their part.
Very,
to have
very
a green
creative. Very
field.
tedious. Very, very tedious.
Eat one blade at a time.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. I wasn't paying attention to the announcements.
Oh,
well,
that
it's hard
was,
to hear with the headphones on.
Yeah, it is.
But what's going on now?
So this is the cross-country teams. I think, don't they meet halfway and bring the game ball from St. Ansgar to Osage? Isn't that how that works?
That's what they've done in the past.
I didn't hear him say it, but it looks like that might be what's going on here.
I agree. It does look like it. Got a mixture of Saints and Green Devils out there. Delivering the football to the officials. Like you said, I think they ran it across the county today.
How far is that?
About 12 miles.
Do they run as the crow flies, or as the?
That's a great question.
It's tricky. You can tell by
As the deer
the cuts on their arms that they clearly were running through cornfields. Yes.
Yep.
Probably have to cross a river or two in there, huh?
Yes, indeed.
It's like a triathlon.
It is a bit like a triathlon, except without bikes. More like a, what do they call them? Tough Mudder? Tough Mudder. That's what they call them. The band is standing at attention, and these guys are ready.
We got to get some hats like that. Feathers on them.
I kind of want to do some keys to the game here tonight, but I'm afraid we're going to get interrupted. So maybe we're better a little on-air production meeting here. Are we going to hold off on that?
Well, I'm not sure the audience is really going to hear the band very well through us.
Sure.
And
Yep.
those,
I understand.
the band is great. I got to say that. I'm guessing that those super interested are probably watching Osage's broadcast. Hopefully they are catching their band. But if we can make it happen.
To be fair, you should be here if you really want to.
You should be here if you want to hear the band. So
That's right. That's true. You probably need to just be here.
Because when are you going to get the keys to the game in if you don't do it now?
Let's do it.
All right, I made a graphic.
Here we go.
Ooh, look at this.
Your average
keys to the game.
keys to
What's
the
key number one, Joe?
game.
Is there like a whirlwind noise or anything that pulls in when you do that?
Yeah, I like that. I like that. We can make it happen.
Win the line of scrimmage. If you look at tape last year and we're real honest with ourselves, Osage won this game in the trenches last year, and we happened to win the game despite that. So that's been a focus. I will say I happen to know for this group, the last couple of weeks as they prepare for tonight is we're going to go win up front, and it's going to be very key. And it's a tall order. They have 4 offensive linemen returning. The Green Devils do with a couple of really big dudes up front who are really, really good at what they do. So it's going to be a challenge for the Saints tonight. Again, 2 new starters in on that line. They're going to have to prove themselves very early tonight. The Saints are going to win at the line of scrimmage. Key number 1. Number 2, win a turnover battle. Right? This is a game every year where you look to. It's always close. It doesn't matter. If one team on paper is significantly better than the other one, it never matters on the field. And usually the team who wins the turnover battle is the team who wins the game. Now, those free possessions, free touchdowns make the difference in these key games that are super close. It will be no different tonight, something we will watch throughout the game. Who's winning that turnover battle?
Joe, you said in the first key, winning the line of scrimmage, how we didn't do that last year. Last year, you remember, it was the Osage game, right, where they snapped the ball over their head
Correct.
Early in the game, and we got basically the ball at the 5 and scored right away.
That is correct, sir.
So, that's it.
Yep.
If you don't do number 1, you better do number 2.
You have to do number 2.
I mean, you should do all 3, essentially. But,
Correct.
Is that a giveaway?
Yep.
3?
Number 3.
I don't know. What is number 3?
Limit big plays. Even without Quinn Street, we talked, if you're just joining us, Quinn Street out for tonight's game with an injury. Even without his athleticism, they have 3 or 4 other guys that will make you pay if you miss the first tackle. So we are going to have to limit Osage's big plays on offense keep those 60, 70, 80-yard touchdown plays in their pocket, make them save them for future games, because those are the great equalizers along with turnovers are big plays, and they have the athletes and the speed to do it. They return a bunch of dudes and a bunch of athletes at skill spots. The quarterback's going to be Madden Uhlenhop tonight. My guess is it would have been Quinn Street without that injury, but it's the older of the two Uhlenhops. Madden Griffin Uhlenhop will be a wide receiver. He's out there as well. He is fast, but not as big, but certainly athletic. He'll be a guy to watch out there as well. In the backfield, Brock Trees and Jake Krebsback, with two guys who played a lot last year, and both have big play potential from back there, along with you, who's going to pull it down and run it. I don't think we'll see a lot of passing out of the Green Devils tonight without Quinn Street back there. They're going to have to pass enough to keep us honest in the run game, but I think they will also be focused on winning at the line of scrimmage and trying to hit some of those big plays. Those are your keys to victory for the Saints tonight. Win the turnover battle, limit big plays, and win up front.
I love getting back to the football season here, Joe. The keys to victories, not your average Joes, everything about it. It's great to be back here. What a perfect night to be outside. If you're anywhere within listening distance, I would say you have an obligation to get here and participate in this one. Come make some noise. The stands are filling up over here on the Saints side.
I was just going to say, based on how many people we've got around us, there are a lot of people taking advantage of this tonight. And, based on our YouTube stats, viewership stats, almost as many of you are watching this in the future, tomorrow or Sunday. It's Saturday or Sunday where you're hearing our voices, which is great. That's what we want to see. We love doing this, and we love providing this for people who can't get here because they physically can't get here, because they aren't here, in terms of physically can't be here. So we love doing it. If you can, obviously we want you here, but what a great night tonight to play football and be outside.
I got to apologize to those of you at home. I did everything I could to try and get the marching band to face us on the visitor side tonight. They just weren't going for it. They said, you know what? We'll have the what's Duke? What's the name of the person who's directing everybody right now?
The drum major.
Thank you, the drum major. I think it was Grand Marshal. I knew that wasn't true. The drum major.
Well, that's a
face you,
parade.
but that's it. Thank you. The drum major will face you. The band will not. So I thought that was a win.
Also, as we roll up 10 minutes to kickoff here, backed by popular demand, not your average Joe's completely average poll.
Oh.
We'll set it up here a little bit.
Are we doing it?
Duke gets
I thought it was too
gets
early.
the font right. So so here's the twist. Here's the twist, Sparrow.
Yeah.
This is the entirely too early, not your average Joe's completely average poll.
It's
way too early.
Well,
but you know what? If they're going to put the polls out, then I'm going to put the work in and average them together. I'm going to do my job and completely and totally average. Weighted average, by the way, these polls. So the spoiler alert, your Saints are in the top 10 in most of the polls. I think there are some who agree with me it's entirely too early. So there are 2 polls that have not yet published. But of the 6 that are published, I think there will be 8 in the following weeks here. But of the 6 that are published, I believe the Saints are in 4 of those. And the 2 we're not in are done so far away from here, they don't really know who we are, or they think we're a private school.
Well,
I have a funny story to share about that later on. But we'll say that.
Story.
Yeah, there's a story.
Yes, there's a story. There's a story about that.
I love Joe's stories.
We might have to be Saints Public TV going forward, just so everybody knows that we're a public school system here. And St. Ansgar is a town, village, and or city, not any sort of religious affiliation.
Fun municipality.
Municipality, I believe, is the correct term. Fun fact: if you go into Google Maps and say, "Just give me directions to St. Ansgar," you're going to get directions to St. Ansgar, Iowa. Do you know why that is?
I do, but I don't want to spoil it.
No, you go ahead. I want you to.
There's only one in the world.
There's only one.
Only one in the world.
Is the only municipality named St. Ansgar in the entire world. I mean, we're talking India, Europe, Doesn't matter where you go. There isn't
Well,
another one.
I wouldn't guess one in India. That
No,
would've been my
you
first
never
guess.
know.
I've had that. Two different. I've had a mix-up before that was not good. Going to Niagara Falls, there's a Niagara Falls, Canada, and a Niagara Falls, United States. And so, long story short, we ended up getting in line, bumper to bumper traffic. We didn't have our passports.
The players. Sorry about that.
Are we ready for our Not Your Average Joe's Top 10?
Well, the players are about
completely
ready
average.
to do something here. Do you remember a couple of years ago when we were here? And
There was a malfunction.
well, the smoke chamber was smoking, but the kids got locked in there or something.
There was. So here we go. Let's keep an eye on the inflatable garage.
Is that a
Osage
siren I hear?
I think it's part of their pregame.
Oh,
it is?
This is like a Green Devil warning or something. If it's not coming through our mics, they're playing the weather
in Iowa State.
I think it's
Well, that makes
borrowed.
sense. But the weather-themed mascot, I suppose.
Yep.
Sorry for the sun, folks. I did try to get them to turn the field for us tonight. They said they would only paint it green. So we're going to do what we can here with a camera angle. Here they come. Here come the Green Devils.
A smattering of applause as the Green Devils take the field here. A little more energy on the other side of the field for this one. I see the team in white approaching.
Ooh, that's us. That's got to be us.
Now deflating.
I can't imagine.
We should have brought our own bouncy house.
Bouncy house. I like that. We'll call it bouncy house. That is pretty cool.
That's probably
I
why
like
they got
it.
stuck in there
I
all the
like
time.
it.
They're having so much fun.
Could be. So they get that out of the way. And your Saints will take the field here in Osage. Week number 1, game number 1. Are you ready, man? It is football season. Here we go.
Oh,
that's
mama.
cool. They're walking through the smoke.
Very, very cool. Like I said, I know we keep saying it, but it is so nice out here right now. This is as good as it gets for a high school football game.
Really is.
Until next week when it's just as nice or maybe even a touch nicer. And then we'll say this is the best night. But for now, this is the best night of the season.
It's the best night of the moment, that's for sure.
A little last-minute instruction from the men in stripes. Saints look to huddle up here as they take the field.
Zebras, some might say.
They might.
I tell you what, special thanks to those guys. I mean, that's not an easy task.
Oh. We probably shouldn't have people walking through here.
We need to make a little.
What do you got? Oh, we can throw a bag out there. It's the anthem time.
It's anthem
boys.
time.
Awesome job by the Osage Marching Band. They get us started here in Osage. Saints versus Green Devils, game number 1.
The wind died down.
The wind has died down.
Because the flag really wasn't waving like it says in the lyrics.
It was not.
But it was windy when we were setting up, and now it's kind of turning into a nice little, what'd you say, top 10 night?
Top 10.
You said the lyrics are wrong?
Wasn't it say the flag waving or something? What's the line?
It did. You're right.
It did.
I never thought about the lyrics being wrong.
The sun will go down behind those bleachers in about 15 minutes, and the camera will get a little easier to see. But what a cool shot that is, though, with the shadows long here on the field. 3.5 minutes to kick off here in game number 1.
Shadows not quite as long as they were last year at this time when Carson Sparrow and Hunter Hillman were standing out there.
That's right. Yeah, lost a little height there with those two. Moving on to one to play baseball. Carson's playing baseball at Upper Iowa, and I think Hunter Hillman is playing basketball at Nyack.
Yes,
so
sir.
both
Shout
of
out to those guys.
Going to take their talents to the next level in a couple of different sports.
Pretty sure Carson's listening tonight. Shout out to you and your homies over there in Fayette, Iowa. Probably more people in the stands here than, well, certainly more people in the stands here than live in Fayette.
Except for the college students, right? Isn't that one of those places like when you have the college kids in, it like triples the population of the town?
Yep. Still not many, but beautiful campus over there.
It sure is. Did we get our top 10 up there while we got a couple minutes to kill?
I've been just hovering over the button.
You let's get it. Here we go. Not your average Joe's completely average poll.
Oh, I titled it different. Entirely too early, not your average Joe's not so average poll.
Perfect. There it is.
Exactly right.
There it is.
Say that 10 times fast.
There's your top 10. If we take the 6 polls that are published throughout the state and average them together, weighted average, we get the West Hancock Eagles as your consensus number 1. West Hancock will play your Saints in week 3. Just 2 weeks from tonight, the Saints travel to West Hancock in what will be a showdown here, no doubt, in Britt. Woodbury Central, number 2. Madrid, number 3. ACGC, number 4. And Wapsie Valley, number 5. St. Ansgar, number 6. If you think, boy, those teams sound really familiar, isn't that last year's top 10? Yep, it sure is, right? The top 7 top 6 were all in the top 6 at the end of the year last year.
The boys are back.
We got to get a soundtrack put together for this.
We're gonna have to
Star
spend
Mont 7,
a lot of money on royalties.
Logan Magnolia 8, East Buchanan that comes in at 9, and MMCRU, which is, I don't know, Marcus Meredith, Cleghorn, Remsen,
I think that's
Union.
a Roman numeral.
I think it might be too. I think it's also 3,503, but it is somewhere over in Northwest Iowa. There's your not so average, way too early top 10. The coin toss looks to be complete. Tyson, Klein, Schwiesau,
Some food there.
Crum, and Hansen, captains for the Saints.
All Osage students to host athletic events. Thank you, CUSB.
Slammin' Sammy P is going to join us for third quarter here tonight, guys. He's checking in with us right now. Howdy, Sammy.
We are moments from getting underway here in Osage. The Saints versus the Green Devils, week 1, Iowa high school football. Doesn't get any better than this. Your Saints are Class A, District 2, Osage Class 1A. They are a slightly bigger class. So this game does not impact the district standings. This is for pride, right? And for that big trophy, the LR Folk Traveling Trophy.
Which I believe was brought over from St. Ansgar.
Yeah,
The trophy is in the building.
The trophy is in the building. The Saints look to find a way to take it back home with them. They will start on defense. The Saints will kick it away to the Green Devils here to start off the season. Brock Trees, number 5, and number 9, Sage Christensen, are deep for the Green Devils.
Joe, you got some stats as far as maybe win streaks per team here. Is that something you have in your head or on paper?
I do not have that.
Okay. I know that there was, for a team to win 3 in a row, it's just like it's a fairly evenly matched over the past several years between these two teams, and no one has really dominated, at least for any period of time. But we're ready to go here in Osage.
Sweeps out, kick it off. Ball is away. Brock Trees on the return. He's brought down by Corbin Michaels. Corbin Michaels starts the season with a bang. First down, Green Devils. They'll start it 1st and 10. Ball at about the 23-yard line. We're getting our scoreboard here figured out in the top corner. It will eventually here participate, we promise. This is Trees. Tries the middle, nowhere to go. Brought down by Corbin Michaels.
Maybe a yard or two.
Halverson in there on the tackle. I think Halverson was there first. Michaels cleaned it up. That will make it second down.
There we go.
We working now?
I believe so.
Beautiful.
Student section in whiteout mode tonight. We'll get a camera over on that here in a little bit.
Second down and 10. They're going to say no gain there. Ball remains on the 23-yard line. Eulenhop.
And off inside.
Nothing doing again.
Klein in on the tackle to start. I believe that's Klein, right?
It was, yep. Brock Trees again on the carry. It appears the Saints are winning that battle in the trenches that we talked about early on.
Go Saints. Happy Friday. Go team. Ooh, which team? Oh, Saints versus Earth. V Earth.
Absolutely nothing doing up front.
Comment from Ed from earlier. Yes.
I'm not sure I've ever seen these stands so full on this side here in Osage. We got folks looking for a place to sit right now.
We're going to run out of room. We're going to have to.
Pass.
Oh,
fumble.
Ball is out.
Incomplete pass. They're going to call it an incomplete pass on the field. Either way that works, that'll be 3 and out. The Saints defense stands early here in Osage.
Incomplete seems appropriate for that one. Seemed like he got wrapped up before the ball pops out before we really had possession of that.
I'll agree.
I think it's like 4th and, 6?
4th
10.
and yeah, okay. The scoreboard says 10, but yeah, it's more like 6. I think you're probably right.
Did he gain on the second play then?
Yeah,
Okay.
would have been.
Yeah, that was what threw us off, I think.
Ooh, penalty, false start.
We have
offsides.
an early infraction.
Ooh, look at that little flag graphic. That's pretty good. Pointing that out.
Not
That's
your
new this
average.
year.
That's above average flag graphic.
You're going to need a new nickname before this is said and done there, Joe.
That's going to back up the Green Devils 5 yards, and now it'll make it 4th and 11.
4th and, yeah.
4th and 11. 10:26 to go here in the first quarter. The Saints are going to force a punt.
And it's away.
Nice punt, short.
Let it
Michael's
fall.
going to let it bounce. Takes an Osage hop across the 45-yard line. Going to be downed about the 44-yard line by the Green Devils. The Saints will have it first and 10. Their
field
first
position.
offensive possession of the season. First and 10 it'll be. St. Ansgar football here.
Do the best we can to keep this shot easy to spot. That sun is coming down to a pretty tough spot here, but
Schwiesau under center.
Michaels
Gives
with
it-
the carry.
Last man through is Michaels. Gain of 5 on first down. Just what the Saints needed to do there. Make it second down and manageable.
Duke, you running replays tonight?
Oh, I probably should, shouldn't I?
Did you set that up? Do you want to hand? Well, I guess I can't really give you a hand right now. But
There was so much going on. I didn't even hit. We're recording now, the replay machine.
okay.
Now we're cooking with gas.
It's early for everybody.
Second and 4.
Got to iron the kinks out. I hadn't done this in however many months for football.
Back to Michaels. Michaels just refuses to go down. We're going to get a measurement here. I believe. We're going to go ahead and go short. It is third down and less than a yard for the Saints.
Sending in some subs.
Any predictions here? Not your average Joe on the play call.
Repeat. This will be Mr. Corbin Michaels over the left side for a gain of 3 and a first down.
Left side, I think they go
Left
right.
side.
Right side.
I'm counting on a
All
sneak.
right, here we
I'm
go.
counting on a sneak.
Fullback. Ooh.
It goes to the fullback, Joe Clevenger, no gain. Gavin Muller in on the tackle. It'll be
Going for it, or are you
fourth.
punting? Coach.
We are across midfield. I am going for it.
Gotta go for it. Believe in you guys.
I believe that will be the call here. The Saints look like they send in a play.
That clock is like going crazy. Sorry, folks.
Which clock is it?
The game clock, it's like it slows down and then speeds up.
That's your average game clock?
It probably averages out to be a second each, but
wow. Hit
forward
hard.
progress.
Right.
They're gonna
Yep.
that's a
Forward progress. That's a first down,
looks
St.
like
Ansgar.
I hear the noise coming from the other side, but
They misread that one.
they may have
That
misread.
is a first down, Saints.
not even gonna measure it.
First and 10. The Saints get the first down of the game. Hard fought first down.
No doubt about it.
Oh, the students are wiggling the camera now.
There they are.
Oh, you got to get back to the game, Eric. They're about to go.
I know it.
Teresa under center.
Don't get long, do we?
Corbin
Handoff.
Michaels tries the right side.
This is just old school Saints football, ground and pound. We talked about maybe seeing something different in the pregame. We haven't yet, but it's early.
It's early, yeah. Gain of 2 for Michaels. Second down and 8.
You know, the coaches, the sun's probably in their eyes. They can't see the names of the new plays to call the new ones.
That's right.
Just do it the last time. Do it again.
Yay, we got our first thumbs down.
That's good. That's how I know it's real. We can't please everyone.
Back
Teresa
to
on a pass. Complete.
Klein in the flat.
Tyson Klein with a nice catch. Nice little rollout, easy catch, or pass, pitch and catch for a nice gain for the Saints. First down, Saints. First and 10, ball at the 30-yard line.
Just slowly, methodically making their way down the field are the Saints.
The first pass play for the Saints on the season is successful.
1 for 1.
Tyson Klein, handoff this time.
Spins away from a tackle, but met by, I don't know, I don't have the roster in front of me.
Give me a number and I can tell you who it might
I
be.
think it's 62.
Number 62 is Bo Rage, one of those returning linemen.
Rage, that's a mean name.
Second down and 7. So Klein gets 3 on first down.
Bow Rage, is that what you said?
Yes, sir. There's 2 bows
Say it
across the
fast,
front.
it's like borage. Like porridge.
Schwiesel.
Back
Pass.
to pass.
Wide open.
Oh, just out of the outstretched arms of Brum.
Dylan Brum had a step.
Yes, you did. Fastest
Just
man
A
alive.
little too much mustard on that one.
You know,
But we will see that one.
From where he was, the sun had to have been in his eyes.
And we will see that play again because that
Call it the
was
other way,
open.
where you can see
Go into the shadow?
Into the shadow,
Yeah.
It's right where he was. I mean, the shadows, the sun was.
Yes,
I
sir.
didn't think it was that far overthrown.
No, it was not. Just past the outstretched hands of the fastest man alive. Good play. Looks like the Saints are. We got flags on the play here. I believe that's pre-snap. That's going to send the Saints back 5 yards. Procedure call against the Saints. Going to make it 3rd down and 12. So to back the Saints up 5. 4 down territory here. Likely, right? So this
Gotta
is
be.
a get us 6 here. Get half of it here and give us a chance on 4th down. See what we got dialed up. Looks like we're going to get a little Corbin Michaels. See if I'm right. I am not.
Oh.
I was kind of right. We got a little Corbin Michaels, but pass action. Corbin can't bring it in, just off the fingertips. And that'll bring up 4th down and 12 for your Saints. 6:11 to go.
Almost reeled her in there.
I thought he might have it. When after he pops up in the air, knowing how Michaels can move and
Right.
how athletic he is, I thought there's always a chance.
Tip
Well,
it
then
back to
again, he's
himself.
coming out of the shadows into the sun. So, I mean, that would have been a heck of a catch either way. But
Klein comes out. Timeout, St. Ansgar. Saints are going to talk this one over. The play clock was winding down. Good use of a first half timeout that you can't take with you anyway. Let's talk it over.
and we'll take a quick timeout too. We'll see you back here shortly.
They came back out of that huddle real quick. Why we're echoing again. You want to turn that?
Oh, yeah.
Schwiesau with a great pass across the middle to Dylan Brum for a first down. Ball at the 9-yard line. This is Michaels. Inside the 5 goes Corbin Michaels on first down. And it'll be second down here and goal from about the 3-yard line.
One thing I know about Duke is he's really good on that replay machine. So we had
we have the play. Sorry,
fantastic
folks.
play. We'll bring it back.
They
We'll bring it
came
back.
out of the huddle, went and Brandon snapped the ball. We weren't ready. Sorry, I was fiddling with stuff here.
We were all kind of first game in it, no doubt.
We'll get this
okay.
touchdown call in here, and then we'll go show you the play to set it up.
We'll show you the play. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Schwiesau hands it to Clevenger, who I believe is tackled short.
Which Clevenger was that?
That would be Joe Clevenger. I'm just going to go Clevenger, then I can't get it wrong. I promised him I wouldn't get it wrong. It will be third down.
I'll have to see if I can get my Clevenger's graphic up.
Oh, my
Third
goodness. That was
and
awesome.
goal from the 1. What's the play call here, gentlemen?
I don't know, man. I think Schwiesau's smart. Like, to give him an option of some kind.
I like the option.
We're going to do a sweep play, I think, to Michaels.
Here we go.
Motion.
Third down.
Nope. Up the middle. Ooh, nothing doing.
Maybe.
Second effort. He is in for a touchdown.
All effort right there.
Was that the Clevenger himself?
I think it was. And that was all second effort.
100%.
And we have the first Saints touchdown of the season. The Saints go up 6-0 here. 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Schwiesau on to kick the extra point. Shots is going to hold. Your long snappers, 26, Andrew Hall. Hall to Shots. Penalty on the play. Before the snap, we're going to get an
offsides.
Defensive offsides there, believe. Let's see what.
Looks like Coach Clevenger says kick.
Decline the penalty, and we're going to kick again.
Classic Clevenger right there. Typically, he does that in this
So
situation.
those at home, what does that mean? Tell us what that means. You decline. Why decline the penalty, Joe?
This is the usual down and distance for this kick, so they don't want it shorter. They want it the same, so it feels the same, looks the same, and goes right through. The Saints' first possession of the season ends in a touchdown. 7-0 Saints over the Green Devils here in Osage. 4:25 to go in the first quarter.
All right, let's go back and take a look at what I missed because I was screwing around.
Well, we all kind of missed it because we were doing our own thing.
Here's the 3rd and long play that got him in business.
Look at this
We
thing.
saw
Just
right over the middle, right in the breadbasket.
Absolutely beautiful.
And then the touchdown play, can't forget about that.
Looks like this.
Looks like he
Look at-
stopped.
I mean, he's
second
done.
effort, plunges forward.
They got 3 guys in the backfield on him,
They have
and he just doesn't go down. He just
doesn't go
Clevengers his way into the end zone.
Do you have access to that graphic? That's
Oh,
such
it's
a good
somewhere.
graphic.
I see what's going to happen. I'm going to go look for it,
Well,
and then I'm going to miss something.
you might need to look for it during a commercial or some other time. The sun's getting really tricky, folks at home. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
If
we
I
can't
zoom-
see
It is,
anything.
isn't it?
If I zoom in close enough and then stay down low, unfortunately, maybe
Hey,
with our score
does
over the
this
top, we
work?
can do it.
Does this work?
We're going to put a LUT. Well, it's not called a LUT. What do you
My
call it?
sunglasses. They're kind of dirty.
They are a
Doesn't
little
really
dirty.
work.
Might be my problem too. You know what I do? I used to in my bag have one of those. Not a diffuser. What do they call it? There's a
I
name
don't
for
know.
it.
The sun's a powerful star. You don't want to look at it even in glasses.
I know my father, photographer John Sparrow, is out there right now saying, "I told you to get that lens covered thing." He had a name for it.
He'd have a name for it.
He's got a name for it.
Absolutely.
A filter?
A filter. I bet he'll go with
I
a
don't know.
filter. He'd say filter. I would too. I want to turn the camera on these Saints.
Don't
these
miss the play.
Kids fans, but I don't dare miss the play because if I miss it, there's no getting it back.
That's a lot of pressure.
Treesow kicks it deep. Trees. Trees
Oh.
flushed outside.
Oh.
Penalty
We're gonna have
flag
a penalty.
flies.
Getting chippy, or what's the?
I think we might have had an illegal block, perhaps. I'm not sure, but we're going to find out here.
Let's see if we can see on the old instant replay. Here we are. I think. Oh yeah, I got the hands around the shoulder pads there on Brum. You can see right there.
Oh yeah, yep.
Arms around him.
Not allowed to do that.
The problem is he's got those bright green gloves on. It's hard to miss. Hard to miss with the
Kind of
break.
hard to miss. So that'll back Osage up. They're going to start inside the 20. In fact, they might start inside the 10.
They are at the 10.
At the 10 to start this drive after the penalty. Osage possession here. Their first one ended in a 3-and-out. So as we talk about our keys here, the St. Ansgar defensive line was winning the battle. On the offensive line, that might have been a different story. So we'll watch that here. Possession number 2. Same deal so far. Nothing doing for the Green Devils.
Time of possession dominated so far in this first quarter by the Saints.
Another flag on the play here, I believe. On the Green Devils.
Back him up.
So that will back. Let's see what we're going to do here. Back them up 5.
It's a neutral density filter, Duke.
Neutral.
Thank you,
ND
photographer
density.
John.
How many stops would he recommend?
First,
He's listening. I'll get my text here shortly. How many stops do you recommend, Papa John?
that'll make it 1st and 15 after the 5-yard penalty on the Green Devils.
For the record, I actually have neutral density filters. I didn't have one that would actually fit on this camera, so I took it out of my bag.
Very expensive to get like decent ones, good
Yeah,
ones.
mine weren't decent.
Eulenhop hands it off up the
Nothing
middle.
doing.
Short gain.
Oh, wow.
Ball's
We're
out.
looking.
We
You
got
see,
Saints pointing towards the other end zone as if they
Corbin
had the ball.
Michaels says that ball came out. The guys in the stripes disagree, and it will remain with the Green Devils.
Has that ever changed a referee's mind when a player?
I don't believe in the history of sports it has. No.
Doesn't baseball? Doesn't it? How a kid responds might affect
Oh, how a kid responds. It certainly does. Yes, sir. 2nd down and 14. We'll give him a yard.
Well, you're not allowed to fumble forward.
That is very true, too. Saints lead at 7-0 here in Osage. Green Devils second possession. They are deep in their own territory here. Madden Uhlenhop in at quarterback. Back to pass.
Ooh, free runner.
Over the middle. Caught. That is Hodek
Big
on the
gain.
reception.
Big gain there for Osage, but a nice tackle there by, was that, you said Michaels?
It's still third down, but it's now third and short. That is what the Green Devils needed there. 3rd and 3.
I think maybe he was listening to the pregame show. That was a good open field tackle.
It definitely was. And he misses that tackle, and
that becomes one of them big plays.
You got it. So 3rd and 3, big spot here for the Green Devils early in this one. Big spot for the Saints defense.
Ooh, I got him to jump.
Looks like the hard count gets the Saints there. That'll make it first down, Green Devils.
First down of the game for these Green Devils. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
So
Man, you're keep hitting the flag button.
Yeah, I know.
Be a long night.
The flag button's getting worn out here early on in this one.
Is there a limit?
I don't think so. I think we just pay per
refresh
per use.
Well, man, if we got to be paying for those, you got to go to the QR code down the corner there, folks.
Help us pay for those
Butter.
flags.
I don't know if you got the Give Butter slide rolling for tonight, but Give Butter's a big deal.
Ball in the 22. Uhlenhop back to pass over the head of number 1.
And if you're just joining us for the first time, Give Butter is how Saints fans give back, because our goal is to keep this stream totally free to watch for those who are unable to cheer from the stands. And we'll keep the QR code alive at the bottom of this one. We'll also give you options if you want to just log in online. It's givebutter.com/SaintsFan.
Number 1 is Severin Dodd. He was the intended receiver there. Over his head, makes it 2nd down and 10 for the Green Devils. Ball on the 22-yard line. Madden Uhlenhop in at quarterback here. Back to pass again.
Looking
pointing, deep. Nobody there. And he gets tackled out of bounds. Corbin Michaels, Joe Clevenger, both there. That'll make it 3rd down. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 10 here. Minute 43 to go. In the first quarter, Saints lead at 7-0. Good start for the Saints. 1 big play and 1 penalty or negative plays for the Saints. Otherwise, it has been all St. Ansgar early in this one.
Been winning the field position battle. Wasn't a key to the game, but always helps.
Always. Pass again. I believe that's short. Now they're going to call it a catch. Going to call it a catch by Uhlenhop. That was Uhlenhop to Uhlenhop on the catch. Short gain.
Uhlenhop, Eilenhop.
There you go. Gain of 3, but it will be 4th down here, deep in their own territory. The Green Devils have to punt.
Whoop.
2nd punt of the game.
There's Clevenger. I meant to throw that up after his touchdown.
Did you find it?
Well, I hadn't brought it into the stream yet.
Blair on to punt. Good punt.
Good kick, yeah. They have to backpedal.
Dylan Brum picks it up and gets tackled at the 25-yard line. Nowhere to run there for him on a great punt from Blair.
Made it about 20 yards sideways.
Christensen on the tackle. But the Saints have the football for their 2nd possession of the night.
That was a nice punt.
1st and 10.
1st and 10. Do it again, Saints.
We saw a lot of Corbin Michaels in possession number 1. Tyson Klein with a couple key plays, and Dylan Brum with a big catch.
Saints out of the pistol, handed off inside.
That's Clevenger. Short gain. Let's call it no gain. 2nd and 10. You know what? Gain of 1. 2nd and 9. They will have to run a play here. This will very likely be the last play of the first quarter. 18 seconds on the play clock. 23 or 4 on the game clock. Suiza, back to pass. Complete. No.
Not complete.
Hit him in the
Remember when I
hands.
said that was going to be the last play? It was not.
Didn't
now.
expect that, did you, Joe?
Tyson Klein just can't reel it in.
Yeah, almost was anticipating a hit, trying to turn upfield. Didn't
Yeah.
quite really got to catch it first.
He had a little room to run,
He did.
and he's quick. That would turn into a big play for the Saints, but they'll have to do it here on third down. Third and a long 9. 15 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Just the second possession for the Saints. The Saints' first offensive possession ate up about 9 minutes of clock. Saints are going to call a timeout here, call their second timeout of the quarter. Coaching staff wants to talk this one over. So we got about a minute here. Timeout.
Should I go to some commercials so then we miss the next play?
What are
Third
you
and
talking
9.
about?
You're
Trying to
the
keep the
producer.
drive alive.
I'll keep an
You're
eye
in
on-
charge.
No,
keep an eye.
we've already talked about it. It's too late now.
Good start for the Saints here in quarter number 1,
I
right?
would say so. I would say so. Yep.
We talked about some of those keys. You hung on to the football. We have
Sorry, they say it's stomp your feet in the
And
chair.
the whole
camera shakes.
camera shakes. Yeah, yeah. The passing game has been effective. We're winning the battle on the defensive line of scrimmage. I think that the story's still being written on the offensive side here.
I think the offense is doing a great job, other than they're finding themselves in these third and long situations more than they'd like to be, I'd say.
For sure. Yep. If you ask the coach's staff, hey, we're going to be 3rd and 9 twice in the first drive or the first quarter.
Well, if
How
we
does
go
that
back
sound?
and look at that,
They would give you a definitive, that's a really
Play.
bad idea. Let's
Oh.
not do that.
really bad idea. I mean, going to the replay as they're getting set for the next play. I was going to show that one third and long. That
Hey, next play.
Should we sound the shotgun? Puts Brum in motion.
Oh, wow.
Fumble. Osage has it. The Green Devils pounce on the fumble. And they'll have it. So the first turnover of the night goes the Green Devils' way.
So
see what happened
as
there.
I was watching that, guys, through my tiny camera here, I really thought that was Brum had that, and it was a fake fumble.
Well, what it looked like is it was supposed
what
to
do
be
you
a
see
fake
there?
handoff. And I think, fastest man alive was going too fast that I think it hit him.
Oh,
And he knocked it out of Shweesaw's hands before the snap even got to him. So it
Gotcha.
looks like
Okay.
here on the replay.
I couldn't really see what caused it to come out of there. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
And the way that happened, the way that went down, I really thought that was like it was meant to look like a fumble.
I think
while
it
the
was,
fastest
but
man
it looked-
alive is running down the
It
sideline.
looked like fast man alive got there too soon, and Shweesaw hadn't caught it yet.
Newland Hop's pass is incomplete, and the longest 30 seconds in the history
This
of high
is
school
it.
football continues. There are still 7
I
seconds
You
gen-
left.
jinxed it, Joe.
I
when you
generally
said
rely
this'll
on
be it.
not your average Joe to be right most of the time. You were
It's-
way
that-
off
That's
on
on
this
me.
one.
I own this one. That's my fault. It's my bad. It won't happen again.
We could get another 2 incomplete passes in before the quarter.
I'm just disappointed in myself.
I tell you what, I think this is part of the plan. I mean, the sun will hopefully be out of the
Completely
way
gone.
for the second quarter, for the entirety of the
Okay,
second quarter.
okay.
I think that's probably what the plan is here.
All right, I like it. 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass from Newland Hop. 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Saints lead it 7-0. Handoff.
Sunday.
Trees.
Handoff, kicks it outside. He's got room to run. Good tackle there.
The clock finally runs out here on the first quarter.
And they'll march down the other side.
Yep.
Saints got a 7-0 lead after the first quarter. Looking good so far for the Saints. Not what they wanted with that turnover there, but
Trees gets 7 on that carry. It'll be 3rd down and 3 when we start the second quarter.
If you're here, you're not going to want to go too far. If you're not here, stick around. We are going to see the first launch of the Saints TV T-shirt cannon happen right here at the arms of these cheerleaders coming up. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Be ready. Get your cameras. Oh, they're already launching. The crowd
wow.
is
They're
going
not ready for it.
wild
The
here.
crowd is going
I think
crazy.
they just hit someone who wasn't even paying attention.
That's how crazy the crowd was. They didn't even know what to think.
Got some. Ooh, should we go to the viewer comment bin?
Let's
Thank
go.
you, Saints TV, watching in the Ozarks.
That's
Sheila
awesome.
Adams.
Thanks, Sheila,
Susan
for tuning
Swift.
in. And thank you, Sheila, for being a
So glad to be able to watch again this year. Oh, Joe's hollering at somebody.
I'm trying to find the next
Stevens
T-shirt to get launched here.
says hi from Texas. Go Saints.
Have they all been launched? Maybe they have. I don't see any more sitting out there.
All right, back
Is
to
that why
play
you're here
here.
Sunday? Just catch a T-shirt?
Second quarter starts. Was it 3rd and 4 for the Green Devils after the Saints turnover? They have the ball inside the 20-yard line, inside the red zone for the first time for the Green Devils. Uhlenhop gets the snap. False
Another
start.
flag.
That is the second called, and I think the fourth false start. Two others went uncalled. They're getting. Who is it? Trent Williams, maybe, for the 49ers that does it on every single play. They're trying it here as well with the left tackle.
That's like
starting just a half a step early.
That's the thing now. It's like the new travel in NBA. Like the tackles now, they get to back up one step before the snap.
Before the snap.
You see it all
exactly.
the time in like college teams that run shotgun all the time. You see it there too.
Yep. 3rd and 9 in what is likely 4-down territory for the Green Devils. Uhlenhop hands it off.
Ooh,
That's
That's
Dodd.
too much.
Touchdown, Green Devils. Osage gets on the board with a big run from Severn Dodd. Straight up the gut. I don't think he got touched.
no, I don't think he did.
We have an injured Saint on the play. Hate to see that this time of year, especially. It's way too early. That is
Why is
Braden Halverson down on the field.
Uh-oh. I got my scoreboard messed up too. Not sure what happened.
Your scoreboard? Oh.
It like refreshed for some reason.
You got her now.
There we go.
So the training staff and the coaches are out checking on Braden Halverson after the Green Devil touchdown.
Let's take a commercial break here if we can,
Oh, absolutely.
and we'll be back right after this. Howdy, folks. Candle Genius here, hoping that you're enjoying this free stream just as much as we enjoy creating it for you. Everyone on the Saints TV team is working voluntarily without pay to make this production possible. This involves the infamous STA Stream Team, a group of students who help bring it all together. With equipment, software, and classroom needs, there are many expenses required to make this possible. Saints TV has partnered with Give Butter as a platform of choice for.
And we're back.
Hodek on to attempt the extra point for the Green Devils. Braden Halverson gets off the field, unfortunately not putting any weight on that left leg. Kick is up, and it is good. We have a tie game here in Osage, 7-7, 11:53 to go in the second quarter. Dodd with the touchdown run.
Here's a replay on that play. Could kind of see the injury there, but, you know, I'm not going to go back and talk
I hear
about
you. I hear you. Yep. He's up on the training table. Brad Halverson, as the kids call him. Braden, I think, is his actual given name. His parents probably prefer if you call him that. The kids call him Brad. He is obviously a key part of this team, and they are going to work on him on the training table right now. We'll keep you updated.
Hopefully just a stinger.
I don't like the clarity on this lens. I might, I don't know.
Now that we get the sun out of the way, maybe we can.
Sun just burned it.
We've got about 5 minutes, and it'll be gone completely. Beautiful night here in Osage. 7-all at the start of the second quarter. First turnover of the night goes Osage's way, and they capitalize with a big touchdown run of about 17 yards to cap off that short drive after the mix-up there between Brum and Schwiesau. So the Saints field it.
Oh,
Michaels.
room to run.
Michaels up across the 40. Brought down at the 42-yard line.
Great job, Michaels. We get used to saying that around here, don't we?
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
There's
Nice
a replay
job
there
by
for you. Look at him just cutting, dicing, back and forth, making guys miss.
Dyson.
He found a lane and just went through it. That's what you like to see. So the Saints get the ball out to the 43-yard line officially here. Schwiesau, Clevenger, Klein, and Corbin Michaels are in the backfield. Corbin Michaels gets the carry. Short gain.
Kind of got helicoptered there.
He did. And that was Dodd in on the tackle.
Here's the replay, folks. I got to get a replay graphic up here. I haven't made it yet. You're watching the play that just happened.
Very short gain on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 10 here. St. Ansgar's 3rd possession of the night. Good job by the Green Devil defensive line there to get into the backfield. Michaels again follows a block of Clevenger. Short gain. It'll make it 3rd down and 9.
I feel like maybe the Green
Taylor
Devils
in on the
watched the tape
tackle.
and expected Michaels to get a few carries tonight. He's pretty slippery, hard to find, but they've been finding him for the most part.
They respotted there. Give him 2. 3rd and 8. Another 3rd and long. Not what the Saints had in mind here early in this one. Timeout on the field. The Saints burned their last timeout of the first half here. A little confusion from a split end there, I think, is what we had. So rather than take the chance of not being in the right spot, let's call a timeout and talk this one over. So the Saints will be without a timeout here in the final 10:27 of the first half. Key spot here. Maybe back to that little Dylan Brum post pattern that we saw in the first quarter here.
Well, the sun's down. That won't be the excuse if you
That's
this
right.
time.
He'll be able to see it coming at him this time. Beautiful sky here in Osage tonight. That sun dips below the city of Maples. A beautiful Mitchell County sunset. So 3rd and 8 for the Saints at the 45-yard line. Schwiesau flanked by 2 backs. Schwiesau deep
wide
to Brum.
open.
He's got it!
Brum! Saints! Schwiesau to Brum!
Fastest man alive.
And the Saints get right back on the board with a beautiful pass from Schwiesau to Brum. 13-7 St. Ansgar.
Guys, he's just too fast out there. You can see him just open that wide up. Perfect pass by Schwiesau. And there's points on the board.
Thing of beauty. Great play design, great execution, touchdown Saints.
Wow. That was fast.
That was fast. And just what they needed after the turnover, right? Osage had a little momentum there. Schwiesau on to kick the extra point. Shots to hold. Flags on the play.
Looks like another.
Hey, look at this, Joe. Or Eric.
Oh, look at that. We got,
You got some
progress over here.
Braden Halverson
just
standing on the
walked over here.
sideline.
He's putting weight on it now.
Putting some weight on it. That's
a
really
great
good to
sign.
see. Because that, yeah. You saw the replay. So we are happy to see
Stretching it
that.
out.
Yep, trying to get some weight on it, working with the trainer there. Decline the penalty again, Osage offsides. Saints will decline it, and we'll try again.
Hopefully it was one of those looked worse than it was situations.
Schweisau's kick is
Pure.
good.
Here's that replay for y'all.
The Saints go back on top, 14-7. 3rd and 8 here on this play. Just think about that.
Yep.
Almost couldn't move the camera fast enough to keep
Oh,
up with it.
yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, you can see one in the coverage there. He was released to Hodek. I don't know if that was Christensen, maybe released to Hodek, and Dylan he finds that seam, and once he's got a step, you're not going to catch Dylan Brown.
Yep. Because he can take one step on you and turn it into 5.
Exactly. And he did just that, and the Saints get their answer right when they needed it. And the Saints go back up, 14-7 here, 10-18 to go. It's been an exciting 3 minutes of football here in Osage with a couple of touchdowns, a turnover, the longest 30 seconds in high school football history. We've seen it all in the last 3 minutes of game clock.
What we talked about earlier here tonight too, Joe, just this game is always close. And it's always 2 quality teams, right? But it's always close regardless of who seems to have the most talent. And it comes down to those plays, like that turnover gave Osage great field position.
Yep.
And here we are. We're obviously Saints have a lead. It's a 1-touchdown lead.
Yep. And a big play there for the Saints, right? A 55-yard touchdown pass for St. Ansgar. We don't say that often in years past, right?
No, we do not.
And we said it quite a few times last year, and we've said it early here tonight.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh man, 10 minutes left. You're going to take your last time out of the half in a close game. Why? I don't know if that's a smart decision. Then he draws up a play like that.
And it sure makes sense, doesn't it? That's why they get paid the big bucks. They know what they're doing. Schweisau's kick is fielded by Hodek.
Ooh,
Or excuse me,
makes a
Christensen.
man miss. Good return for the Green Devils there. They get out close to the 40.
That is Osage Christensen on the return.
A good field position for them.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Green Devils. Ball at the 37-yard line. Saints lead it 14-7.
See Zach Valtrades here getting people pumped up. Number 15 on his jersey.
See if we go back to Severin Dodd here. He's carried the ball a couple of times on their last couple of possessions and has looked really good. They're going to have him flanked out here on the left side, so they are not going to go back to Severin Dodd here. I believe that's Trees in the backfield with Eulenhop. Eulenhop slings it over the middle, caught by Dodd. So they did go back to Dodd. He's one of their playmakers, one of those speed guys. Gets a first down there, gain of 10.
Big chunk play there.
Clevenger in on the tackle, but not before the Green Devils get a first down. Nice little play there. He worked all the way across the field, Dodd did. Found the open spot, and Eulenhop just had enough time to get it to him. Zero is Gavin Muller. He's the guy in the backfield. He gets the carry there. Short gain.
2-3 yards.
Gavin Muller gets 3, tackled by Schweisau. That'll make it 2nd down and 7. 9:45 to go in the first half. Muller goes off the field here for 2nd down. And Trees is back in the backfield. Eulenhop's the quarterback. Running a little spread offense here are the Green Devils, as per usual. Eulenhop pulls it, going to run himself.
Gain of 2, 3, 4 yards, 2 yards, not even. Guess his knee was down before he kind of lunged forward there.
For sure, looks like they're going to give him 2. Let's call it 3rd and 5. 3rd down and 5 as the clock ticks under 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Big play for both teams here. 3rd and 5, just over midfield. Watch Dodd here on this side of the field.
Keep your eye on the ball.
Penalty
Another
flags fly. I believe that will be motion again on the Green Devils.
It's the motion that gets you.
The man in the white hat tells us false start on the Green Devils. That will make it 3rd and 10. Big penalty for the Green Devils. The playbook looks a lot different in 3rd and 10 than it does 3rd and 5. Now we'll get a little Uhlenhop rollout, would be my guess. They'll try to get him. Looks like they're trying to get him out of the pocket.
Trips left. Little bubble screen. He's looking downfield, though. Running out of time.
That ball is
that
tipped,
was on
hits
the
the ground. Incomplete
Incomplete.
pass. That is incomplete. That'll make it 4th down. The Saints will hold and force the Green Devil punt.
Here's that replay.
Yeah, the man in stripes had a good angle on it from this side.
So did you, Eric. And clearly hits the ground there. Even though it's not the highest quality, you can tell that right there it's on the ground.
It's on the ground. Really nice call
I mean,
by the
I'm
official.
saying
Is
it's
that
not
a
like,
reference to my work?
No. We don't have like the 4K expensive cameras that zoom in like crazy. We just gotta, we're making do here on the visitor sideline.
Another good punt. Dylan Brum fields it at about the 20. Up the field he goes. 30. Out of bounds there. Nice return from Dylan Brum. Going to get the ball close to the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st down, Saints.
I wasn't trying to dog on your camera work there, Gator Genius.
You know what? I'm always just proud to get the play and shot. So I feel good about that.
Big stop for the Saints defense there. Helped by the penalty, which forced Osage into that throwing situation. They nearly pulled it off there, too. That was a pretty nice pass from Uhlenhop there to find the empty or the open guy in the seam. Little sweep here and jet sweep. Corbin Michaels. I corrected myself before I got it wrong. With a nice gain on 1st down. Let's give him 5.
Good save.
2nd down and 5. The clock runs. The clock operator here on Saints TV is still getting his footing.
Hey, you guys watch pro football, right? I mean, the preseason, you can tell everybody's off. The camera guys, the officials, the players. It's kind of our preseason game here.
I think it was a college game where the camera, they were kicking
Michaels
a field goal.
again.
Oh, Michael.
Finds the seam.
My goodness, kid.
Michaels, penalty flag flies.
Even in slow-mo, you're going to have a hard time watching his feet move. That was insanity.
Should we check it out while they...
So a couple things going on here. You cannot hurdle a defender in high school football.
Really?
You cannot. So are they going to rule that he hurdled the defender?
Pretty clearly he did. I mean, he's like walking on sunshine. Look at that. He's like...
I'm walking on sunshine.
Holding.
That'll be on the Saints. I believe they called it holding, right? Hurdling? What did you hear?
They said holding in the booth, but I don't think it's probably the thing you were talking about. Or on the PA here.
So no hurdling allowed. I suppose that's a safety
It's a
call.
safety thing.
Yep.
Yep.
And, when I saw it happen, I'm like,
That's
dang, Michaels is an athlete,
penalty.
but got to be careful. We need him healthy this year.
That is going to make it.
Wow, that's how much they walk off for that?
It's basically a personal foul. Yes.
So what about goal line situation? Like if you die over the line of scrimmage, is that not – that can technically
That's a
be a
great
hurdle?
question. That's a great question.
What are they going to call there?
Is it an open field hurdle? Like, yeah, what is the –
What if you
Yes,
jump
I
up?
believe that is the difference.
What if you jump for a catch?
We'll get some
and the guy
clarification maybe this
falls
week
under you?
from Coach, and we will let you guys know. Michaels with a completed pass there, but nowhere to go for Corbin Michaels.
Yeah, and Michaels needs to pause on that one as he focuses on getting a grasp on the ball. Probably a smart move, but that pause allow the defender to get himself in position to
Actually
take Michaels down.
lost a couple of yards. It is nearly 3rd and 16. Lost 4 yards on the reception. So 3rd and 16 here, nearing 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Saints got to kind of weather the storm here, and that penalty really put them behind the sticks. Brum in motion. Suisau is going to pitch it out to Michaels.
Oof. Ooh, big hit.
Yep. Nice tackle there. Big hit by Trees on the sideline. Corbin Michaels gets a big chunk of yardage back, but it will be 4th down, 4th and 12. So just a gain of 4 for Michaels there. And the Saints will punt it away.
First punt of the night for the Saints, I believe.
I think you're right. They had the 1 turnover.
2 touchdowns, 1 turnover, and now the first punt of the evening.
So 4th and 12. Suisau back to punt.
High end over end. Ball hit the.
That was a block.
Sage Christensen returns it for the Green Devils to near midfield. Flag
There is a
on
flag
the play. There, we're going to get it. The coaches wanted it. It was absolutely deserved.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
I want to see that
You
again
can't-
because
you can't do that.
I just saw him coming, and it was
So that'll push the Green Devils back 15. Moving
Yeah,
okay.
blind side right there.
blind side. I was wondering, like, why did I saw it happen, but clearly blind side.
So that'll push the Green Devils back. Still, of course, be 1st and 10. But that'll push them back to about the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's just dirty.
That hurts.
That's dirty.
That's Andrew Hall, who I think got the brunt of that one.
Popped right back up, though.
Sure did.
The blind side or black back in the block in the back? What is that? What is that?
It was a
official
blind
call?
side. I mean, he was shedding another block and kind of not looking at him at all, and he just come out of nowhere and boom.
Eulenhop going to roll out to his right, looking for a receiver.
A pick.
And it's picked off by Dylan Brum. Dylan Brum returns it to the 30-yard line, and the Saints get their first turnover of the night.
And from these sidelines, you could see that coming for a long way. Brum was in a much better position to catch that ball.
The ball just
And he
didn't
did
come
just
out
that.
of his hand cleanly or something. Did you see that? It kind of a little duck to it. And the Saints will have the ball inside the 35-yard line of the Green Devils, looking to capitalize on their first turnover of the season.
It seemed like you could see Brum moving on that ball right away.
He read that like a book.
Nice job, Dylan Brum. Saints TV contributor Dylan Brum.
That's kind of a kid's book. It's pretty easy to read.
Suisau looking to pass. Finds Tyson Klein. Klein rumbles up the sideline for a first down. Nice play design there. Good execution. Tyson Klein with a gain of almost 15. First down, Saints. Ball at the 18-yard line. 17-yard line. Inside the red zone go the Saints. First and 10 here. Clevenger's the fullback. Tyson Klein and Corbin Michaels deep in the backfield. This is Michaels. Tries the right side. Gets a couple.
They got to give that to Clevenger one of these times.
Gain of 3. Second down and 7 for the Saints. We talked about it a bunch last year, but get 3 yards, right? 3 yards,
absolutely.
3 yards, 3 yards, especially here.
Yes,
3 yards 4 times is 12 yards, and
That's
pretty
enough.
quick you're in the end zone. Let's see if the Saints mix it up here or if we're going to get a whole bunch of 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards here. Michaels again. Let's make it 5 or 6 yards there. That'll be good for a gain of 6. Going to make it 3rd and 1. Third and a short one. Just over 4 minutes to go. In the first half, a good football game, as always, when these two teams get together. Schwiesau surveys the situation. Hands it off to Clevenger, I believe. First guy through. Clevenger falls ahead. We're going to need a measurement here to determine. Or we fourth down. It is going to be fourth down. He is short.
Man, I have a hard time seeing who's got that ball.
4th and an inch for the Saints. No timeouts here left for the Saints, so we are going to get a play run here. Halverson up and walking on the sideline. Really good to see after that, after he went down early in this game. I believe that's Derek Heeman in for him.
Oh, wow.
Keeper. He's
Keeper. Easily gets the first down. On 4th and 1, the Saints get the first down. It will be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. For the Saints, clock winds. 1st and goal. Schwiesau. Under center.
Do
Keeper.
it again.
Schwiesau, second effort. Short. Gets it down to about the 1-yard line.
Picks up.
Timeout, Green Devils. So Osage takes a timeout here after they hold.
Suppose keep some more time on the clock for themselves.
Sure, yep. So goal line play when we come back. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Tara Kramer says, go Saints.
From the 1.
Oh, the smartest guy you know
Oh,
is in the chat.
Gotta be Joel.
Welcome to the viewer comment bin, Joel Carlson. Watching number 22 for St. Ansgar from Canterbury Park and Shakopee. Go Saints.
Jackson Vroom in for the Saints on offensive line. Just FYI, that's who's
Jackson
in
Vroom.
for Brad Halverson, who's now jogging on the sideline. He's trying to get that leg, knee area to loosen up. That's so good to see. Whatever it is, it doesn't appear to be as bad as it looked live. I'll say it that way.
Just experience another one of those moments you have to be here to experience. The cheerleaders throwing each other around like rag dolls. Sorry, I missed it. Well, you didn't. if you
2nd
were
and
here.
goal from the 2. Schwiesau hands it to Michaels. Michaels, touchdown Saints! Corbin Michaels with the 2-yard touchdown run, and the Saints lead at 20-7 here in Osage.
You got to get the music. We got to load her up.
We'll see if there's anything on the old road. How do I
Maybe,
get to that?
yeah, maybe we got some.
Well, you've got top right. What's it say there? Oh, we're. Oh, you got the sexy on.
Ooh.
Top left. Sorry, top left.
Attempt the extra point. That was something. Shots to hold.
Jock
Schwiesau
jams
kick.
here lined up.
Hall's the long snapper. Kick is on the way.
No pressure, no problem.
And good. And the Saints lead at 21-7 here. 2 minutes, 38 seconds to go in the first half. The Saints capitalize on their first turnover
That's as good as it gets.
and take a 14-point lead here.
Yeah.
And the Saints take a 21-7 lead versus these Osage Green Devils. We're going to be right back. 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first half. Don't go anywhere.
Don't look now. Braden Halver.
Got jobs.
We've got some echo.
Echo.
Oh.
I just put that Sorry.
I got you.
I think it's just in our ears, not in the broadcast, right?
Yeah.
The Saints take a 21-7 lead here. 2 minutes, 38 seconds to go in half number one, game number one, season number 121. I don't know. I made that up. Exaggerate. And when you don't know, you exaggerate here on Saints TV. It is a rule. Chuisao on to kick it deep to the Green Devils.
The actual rule is exaggerate confidently.
That's true. That is true. Trees here on the return gets it out to about the 30-yard line where he's met by a host of Saints. The Green Devils will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. 2.5 minutes to go here for the Green Devils. They took a timeout. I think you're spot on, Duke, to try to save 30 seconds of time there, so they had a little more time to operate. The Saints have done a good job of limiting big plays tonight, and that will be key in these last 2.5 minutes. The Saints do get the ball to start the second half. So Uhlenhop in the backfield with Dodd and Trees. Going to get a Dodd handoff here. Up the middle he goes. Short gain. All second effort. What he did get. Gain of 1. That'll make it 2nd down and 9. Michaels in there. The interior of the defensive line for the Saints in on that tackle. Long time getting the play in for the Green Devils here. I'm surprised to see that.
Not sure that'll help, though. Yeah, it seems like we're blurring, especially when we zoom in.
Yeah.
We're doing a little camera work here behind the scenes. Try to get you the best picture we can get. Meantime, Uhlenhop takes the snap, looking to pass. Looking for Dodd short. Instead flips it long to Christensen, who catches it there at the 45-yard line. Nice play there. Uhlenhop to Christensen. That's a 1st down for the Green Devils.
Hold on, Duke, maybe.
They wind the clock again here. Now the Osage Green Devils pick up the pace. Snap, Uhlenhop overthrows Christensen that time. Looking for him again across on the left side here. That falls incomplete. We'll make it 2nd down and 10.
Dude, I think I figured out that blur.
You were way zoomed in on that one there, Eric.
Yeah, too much. But I was playing with that blur that we've been getting, I think we got it figured out.
Okay. Well, that sun was in our eyes for like the first quarter, so
who knew?
We couldn't see like anything. We couldn't.
Yeah. Well, I knew that it was blurry when I zoomed in, and
2nd down
and white balance
10.
There we go. Now we're looking good.
Back to pass. Now he's going to run. Uhlenhop holds. And he's tackled by Corbin Michaels, Joe Clevenger, and Jackson Vroom. New into the game. Vroom in on next man up duty. Right, with Braden Halverson out with an injury here early in this one. Jackson Vroom comes in and helps corral Uhlenhop there. Short gain. That's going to make it 3rd down and 7. 1 minute to go here in the first half. 3rd and 7. And the Green Devils have gone into slowdown mode now again. Looks like they're going to be careful not to leave too much time if this play doesn't go the way they want it to. Uhlenhop looking for a receiver. Can't find anybody.
What a
now
hit.
He finds wide open. Yep, way too much time.
Oh, what a hit.
Big hit for the Saints, though. That's Griffin Uhlenhop, who got blown up there by Corbin Michaels.
I got it, but I don't know if they're going to go hurry up.
Oh, yeah, they're hurrying.
Now they got to go quick again. 1st and 10, 36 seconds.
Spike it.
Just spike it.
Now we can do the replay.
Oh, 4 or 5 seconds run off the clock there on that spike. Quick. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Nice job by Uhlenhop to find Uhlenhop.
Well, there was a big hit. One of the...
Yeah, Clevenger was steaming into the backfield there. And Trees and him collide, and then a collision here.
Well, that was fun. Look at before we go back here. Clevenger hits him and then like adjusts his helmet
He
as
had
he's
to fix
hitting
his
him.
helmet.
Plays live.
Back to live
Back
here.
to live,
31 seconds to go in this first half. Uhlenhoff back to pass. Deep over the middle. That ball is caught.
Wow.
Touchdown, Green Devils. That is Isaac Hodek on the 50-plus yard touchdown reception.
What a play. What a pass.
Just got behind the defense there. Looks like we went up to tip it away maybe.
Yeah, we had 2 defenders in the area, and I was sure that was going to get tipped away, but great play by the Osage Green Devils on that one.
So it's 21-13, extra point by Hodek here. He just caught the touchdown pass. Now he's going to come back and try to kick that extra point. Kick is up. And it is good. 21-14 is your score. We said this would be a good one. It has not disappointed so far. Turnovers and big plays were going to be keys, and Osage has lived on turnovers and big plays. They have
Couple big
both
ones on that
touchdowns are
drive,
20-plus yards. Just to even be in position was a big play. And then, of course, the first touchdown was courtesy of a short field on a botched exchange. Turnover for the Saints. So 23 ticks, 24, I guess, officially left in the first half here. The Saints will get the ball to start the second half as well. So we'll see what they do with it here with just 24 seconds to go and no timeouts. Knowing they get the ball to start the second half, could see a safe play or two, and let's head, or maybe just a safe play, and unless something big happens, let's head to the locker room with a 7-point lead and try to extend it to start the second half.
I got to agree with you on that one, Joe. It's not like Coach Clevenger to take any unnecessary chances. You got the lead. You're going to get the ball back. Let's just take care of it here. We talked earlier about how great this field looks. Now that the sun's down, we can actually see how great this field looks.
Blair with the kick. Brum receives it at about the 20. Up the middle he goes. Avoids a tackler out to the 35-yard line with 20 seconds to go in the first half here. It's been a great football game. Back and forth we go.
I was like, oh man, the stadium lights here aren't that bright, but I still have my sunglasses on.
I wear my sunglasses at
It is funny how that can happen, isn't it?
So I can. I don't know the rest.
see the light or something? I don't know.
See something? Like my reflection? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. 20 ticks to go here. Let's see here. We're just going to kneel it out. Saints are going to kneel it out and go to the half with the 21-14 lead over the Osage Green Devils. Looks like Osage is not going to call any of their remaining timeouts. They're happy to let the clock expire as well. So we go to the half. Saints 21, Osage 14.
All right. We will see y'all in a few, folks.
What does FSB have in common with farmers? How about I just show you? This is Chad Nelson, president of the bank, and this is what a typical day off looks like for Chad. He doesn't have much time for lake houses or private country clubs. That's because before he was a banker, Chad was a farmer. And you don't just stop being a farmer. Farmers State Bank, where farmers come first.
Howdy, folks. Candle Genius here, hoping that you're enjoying this free stream just as much as we enjoy creating it for you. Everyone on the Saints TV team is working voluntarily, without pay, to make this production possible. This involves the infamous STA Stream Team, a group of students who help bring it all together. With equipment, software, and classroom needs, there are many expenses required to make this possible. Saints TV has partnered with Give Butter as a platform of choice for safely handling online donations to this project. 100% of your donation goes right back to the St. Ansgar School, so please consider making a contribution today. Simply scan the QR code on your screen, or if you'd prefer, log on to www.givebutter.com/saintsfan. If neither of those are your jam and you'd rather just mail a check, well, you can mail it to Saints TV, P.O. Box 371, St. Ansgar, Iowa 50472. Thank you for watching, and thank you for giving butter.
Tell her to text me what I just took pictures of. So it's 641-390-1425. If she can take it like at the end of the third quarter and the end of the game, just text me pictures of the offense for both teams. What I just did. Thank you. She just saw me do it, so I think she knows.
We will now
Top left again. 83. Yeah,
We're good.
we're good.
We're fine.
So yeah, we have. Echo. Okay. I've got some stats. I was able to abscond with some stats, Zerinski's.
What do you got?
Schweizow, 6 of 7, 108 yards passing.
Hold on. Let's go slow here, Joe.
Let's go fast.
Well, hang on. I got a thing. Watch this.
Okay.
Jace. I need a
You
folder
do have
for
a
that.
thing. That's pretty cool.
Jace.
6 of 7, 102. And then if you're looking for other dudes to put up there, Dylan Brum would be the other dude we'd want to.
6 of 7.
6 of 7 passing, 102 yards, 1 touchdown.
6 of 7.
Yeah, just put her like that.
Then what would you say? 100 what?
102.
1 touchdown?
Yep.
How do you spell Schweizow?
That's it. No, it's IE.
Okay, we'd now like to take the opportunity to recognize and honor our senior class in the band. And if you'd like to turn the microphone down, thank you. Seems a little loud to me. So, seniors will have you come this way.
Okay. Would you say who was next?
Dylan Brum. 1 catch, 55 yards, touchdown. Right. Right. Yeah, right there. We can. It's just sitting down there. You want to sit up here, wherever you want to sit. You can grab her. Duke's got your mute button.
We're muted right now. I hope. No, we're not muted. Are we muted? I don't know. Let's go back to live quick. All right, folks, welcome back.
Back here in Osage, where the Saints lead the Green Devils 21-14, a game of big plays, turnovers, and back and forth action. The Saints lead it. They will have the ball to start the second half here. Your first half top performers look like this. Schwiesau, 6 of 7, passing 102 yards and a touchdown pass. That touchdown pass to Dylan Brum. 1 catch, 55 yards, 1 touchdown. We talked about those are fun stat lines, right? For a guy like Dylan, that was last year. The first 3 games, it was 1, 2, 3 touchdowns and long touchdowns. They continue that tonight, those 2. Corbin Michaels, 9 carries, 28 yards, and a touchdown as well. He has also been a machine on defense, has, 53 tackles unofficially. I don't know what the real number is, but it's a bunch. This has been a physical, hard-hitting game led by number 2, maybe the most diminutive guy on our side of the football, but a hammer when it comes to tackling time.
Number 2 on the field, number 1 in our hearts.
And he showed it in that first half. What a game so far. Ups and downs, right? This is one of those games, a typical early season football game in high school. Some mistakes that have cost both teams dearly now, and some great plays at the same time. Some flashes of how good we could be, and you can tell it's both of these teams will be very good come playoff time. You can tell that just by watching what we've seen early here tonight.
Yeah, a little bit messy at times. Kind of like me at the reason restaurants have laminated menus is because of me. But I expect him to clean it up, first game of the season.
You got it. Those first game jitters, or just the first time live in that scenario or having that experience, it's different live. The Saints suffer an injury early in this one. Braden Halverson has not played since the middle of the first quarter. He has been up and on that leg. He had his helmet on for a while, even in that second quarter. So we'll keep an eye on that, see if Braden finds the field here in the second half. That was a great sign to see him up and moving there in that second quarter. Keys to the second half, guys. What do you see?
Well, up 7 points. You're happy with that, but obviously Osage has been able to find some momentum on offense after the Saints came out. It looked like they were kind of halting their, offensive. The Osage struggled the first quarter, I would say. But then they found something there in the second, started moving the ball, hitting those big plays that you talked about in the pregame, Joe, that you can't give up. And
it bit us. And they were happy. They were appeared to be happy to punt it away with less than a minute on the clock and just go to half until they hit that play, and then never mind. And sure enough, next play touchdown, big long touchdown pass, break the back of the Saints defense there. That hurts, and the Saints will have to try to flush that one and start over here in the second half. Good news is, have the lead, have the 7-point lead, and get the football here. Go get 7 back here, and they'll quickly forget about that long pass play.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't let that touchdown, that late touchdown in the first half, play a role in the final result of this game. So Saints need to play like Saints, do their thing, go with what's working, wear down the opposition. With Saints are often a second half team. It's the first game of the season, so it's easy to forget that. We'll see what kind of wear and tear they've put on this Osage team here in the second half.
That's the other thing you don't think about. It's not incredibly warm tonight, but this is the first game, and your conditioning's not where it's going to be in 6 weeks or 7 weeks on that first night. So I think that will be something we will watch here in the second half as well, is how do these teams stand up to the punishment of playing a live football game. Braden Halverson has his helmet, meeting with 3 coaches right now on the sideline. He's got his knee brace back on. It tells me he's going back into this football game.
Interesting.
Jackson Vroom, in his stead, did a really nice job there in that second half, playing that next man up role of this guy's out, my turn, made the most of it. Looks like Braden's going to give it a go here as he straps up that helmet. You see him on the left side of your screen. Looks like he's going in here to start the second half. Yeah, the scoreboard is updated on my side. I'm not sure why it's not on there. You guys can, I bet Scoop can figure that out.
But you clicked
now
something
it is.
and it went through.
Okay, okay, gotcha. So we're back.
I'm just not going to touch it.
Sounds good to me.
Give it a look.
Yeah, I put the timeouts back on, and then that changed it because I had the HT. So we're trying out this new scoreboard. It'll get better, we promise, as the year goes on. We did it for basketball, and we've been doing it here as well.
I should look at what Brad Mulford says. Want to do a football challenge and challenge other Saints fans to do the same. We will pay $5 every touchdown pass. Looks like they already owe one. Let's go Saints.
I love it. Brad Mulford did something similar during the baseball season. Thank you, Brad, for your generosity.
So challenging other Saints fans out there to match some donations. Come up with something fun, whatever you want to do. Rushing touchdowns, maybe tackles. Maybe you want to do, tackles. $5 for every tackle that your player makes as you're watching from somewhere out there.
We got to get
a great idea.
We got to send Brad a bill for baseball. I never got it figured out. Times get busy. Mitchell County Regional Health Center donated for home runs. That was a generous contribution. Brad piped in and says, "Hey, I'll do the same." Donating $20 homer, 10 per triple, and 5 per double for the baseball season. So, Brad, you already owe us some moolah. Thank you for your generosity here during the football season. I love the idea.
Love to see everybody getting involved and helping support Saints athletics.
STA all the way.
45 seconds from kickoff here to start the second half. Saints will get the football.
They will get it.
Had good starting field position. Dylan Brum has been returning those kicks somewhere out past the 30. Christian Michaels had one when the Saints needed it after that first touchdown by the Green Devils. Corbin Michaels. Christian, you're probably watching out there somewhere. We missed you, man. I hope you're doing well. I think he's wrestling, I believe. I know he is doing athletics at the next level. I think he is wrestling at Nyack, I believe.
That sounds accurate.
If not, we'll say it with confidence.
Scholarship.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's how I know
Ballers. Ballers and Scholars, Saints TV Scholarship. There's Coach Sweesaw coaching his special teams.
Going to send Michaels and Brum deep.
If you're out there listening, you've got to check the interview with Coach Clevenger. That was the Behind the Saints Season 2, Episode 1. We did talk about Christian and Corbin Michaels and the reference to it'll be a lot easier now with only one of them on the field. And the reality is we're finding now that it's not.
It's not, because that name's still in your mind, right?
It's still in their minds.
Love it. Kickoff here. Ooh. Fielded by Michaels. And he returns it out to the 26-yard line where the Saints will have it. 1st and 10 here to start the second half.
Good-looking sunset in the background. Hey, we're in the third quarter. We like to do something special in the third quarter here on Saints TV and during football season. That special thing is bringing the phenom himself. He's a year older now, but he's still a young phenom. Slammin' Sammy P. Welcome aboard, Slammin' Sammy P.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
How have you been keeping?
Good.
Did you say, how have you been keeping?
Yes.
Interesting. Shrisau keeps that time. Big hit on the tackle, but he gains 3.
So, Sammy, school has started for you. You excited to be back?
Yeah. Middle school, completely different world.
Oh, my goodness. What's
different?
different?
Oh, no.
What's different?
Yeah, this sounds
More
ominous.
recesses?
Lockers, class.
Have you been stuffed in one yet?
I don't think I'd fit.
The biggest 6th grader
Yeah.
isn't as much in danger. Shwisau pitches to Michaels, who's got a lane outside.
Gets to the edge.
Out of
Nice
bounds
play.
he goes. Corbin Michaels. Corbin. I said Corbin.
Michaels.
See, I shouldn't have said a Christian
Just
at half.
go
Now
Michaels.
it's just stuck in there. Never going to get out. First and 10 Saints.
In the past, you needed to use a first name because there was a couple of
There
them
were
out there.
so
We
many
could
of them.
just go with Michaels,
Right,
and that
right.
should be sufficient.
Yep. Let's just do it. Shuisao back to Michaels. He spins.
Spin.
Gain of 4.
So, Sammy, what are your expectations here for the football season? I know that you are kind of a sports fanatic. What do you think about these Saints? How do you feel they're looking tonight? Let's start with that.
Tonight, the passing game has been taken over. Tonight, that's really what we've been the best at. But the running game is what we're trying to be good at. You know, on this drive, it's looking pretty good.
Yep. Definitely coming out in the second half here to establish that, haven't they?
Yeah.
Back to the basics.
Tyson Klein. Nice carry for Klein.
We didn't see a lot of Klein the first half.
He did early, and then he kind of went away, didn't he?
Yeah, it feels like he should have some fresh legs.
Yeah. And that's kind of where the Saints thrive is once you get into the second half, wear the other team down a little bit.
Gets 6, makes it 3rd and 2. 3rd and manageable as the Saints cross midfield here.
Ooh.
That's Klein breaks
sheds
the
off
tackle.
a couple tackles.
Great job, Klein.
There's some big hits going on out there. It's been a physical football
Yes, it
game.
has.
But in both cases there, that was I'm going to try to knock you out instead of tackle you. Tackle the guy and you'd save 5 yards. I don't know. What do I know? But
Bullies through the line.
I like the big hit too, but sometimes you got to wrap up and make a tackle.
Sammy, I think you were part of a series last year where Tyson Klein, 5 straight carries, 5 straight touchdowns between JV and varsity. You remember that?
Yeah. Maybe not the JV part, but sure do remember the varsity.
Shuisao
going
pass.
deep.
Dylan Brum.
Oh,
Just out of reach.
man.
That was a deep thrown ball, and why not take a chance?
Yeah.
Take a chance. Take a chance.
A pretty ball there, too. Did you see that? I mean, just a beautifully thrown ball. Nice spiral. They'll get
Touch
that
on
timing down perfect.
First game of the season, you know.
I like that we're taking those shots. That keeps everybody on their toes. You got to keep that defense honest, and that's a way to do it. So, 2nd and 10 here. Saints have the ball at the 40-yard line.
3 wide.
Shuisao is going to pitch again to Michaels. Michaels around the end.
First down, I believe.
Solid carry.
Oh, no.
Going to bring up 3rd down.
Bad angle.
Madison Lander looking for a shout out. Shout me out, please, she says.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's
Shout me
hilarious.
Love
Very honest.
3rd and 6.
Go Saints.
4 down territory here, Sammy.
Ooh. Good.
Right?
Saints.
Yeah.
Slay.
As long as this is not a negative play.
Yeah.
Slay, says Madison Lander.
We converted 1 4th down game. We definitely got greedy right there, but good. So lucky it paid off.
The Saints have to burn a timeout here. Personnel issues here. Game number 1. Looks like we didn't have everybody we needed in the right spot. Trying to send a guy on late. Instead, coach calls timeout. So the Saints burn their first timeout here of the second half.
Oh, here we go. More cheerleaders slinging.
Here we go.
Look out. We've got a couple different chants going. And boomsticks.
There we go. Saints cheerleaders doing an awesome job keeping everybody going.
It seems like Tyson was down on the ground.
I saw that too, doing a little work on an ankle maybe on Tyson Klein. Adding a little tape maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where he was in that second quarter. That
Suppose.
perhaps a little
Oh,
banged
man.
up there.
The entire chat is Lander right now.
3rd down and 6. Big play here for both sides. Shuisao hands it to Michaels. Michaels finds a seam, falls ahead for a gain of 1. That'll make it 4th down.
Guessing we're going for it. I'm guessing passing play. Brum coming off the field. to the tight end. Dietrich's 31, right?
Dietrich's 31.
I'm
You
calling
are
a pass
correct.
to Dietrich.
A pass to Dietrich.
Pass to Dietrich.
Slamming Sammy, you call this play. I want to hear you call this pass. The prediction is pass to Dietrich.
Yep.
And slamming Sammy. Call the play.
Schweiss under center. He's passing it outside to Michaels. He catches it, and he's tripped up. He stays up, and he converts the first down. What a spin from Corbin Michaels.
That was not a first down until Corbin Michaels says it is a first down, sir. Sir, this
gritty
is
play.
going to be a first down. Awesome job.
Something special happens when Slam and Sammy calls a play, you know? That was a great play by Michaels.
His knee was so close to touching the ground. Just uses his arm to just.
I've noticed his knees are close to the ground even just when he's standing up.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Saints at the 26-yard line to start the second half. Nice drive here.
Another pass.
Do it again.
Schweiss takes off.
Yeah. Nobody open, so Schweiss pulls it down. Gets a gain of 1 on first down.
Smart play by Jace on that.
That's your senior quarterback that says, I'm not going to force that. Looks pretty covered, so let's just let's go the other way.
How many yards did you say that?
Injury
was?
timeout. Schweiss gets up a little slow, so the official stopped the game, so he's going to have to come out.
1 yard?
For Schweiss?
The Michaels.
Oh, Michaels.
How many yards was that pass, did you say?
8, maybe?
yards?
8. That makes sense, because what was it? 3rd and 6. We got.
Close enough.
Yeah.
So the Saints will be without senior quarterback Jay Schweiss on this play as he was a little slow to get up.
Oh.
The official was quick on the whistle.
Joe just moves up 1 spot.
So, yeah, Joe goes from fullback to quarterback here. Clevenger under center. Muffed the exchange, but picked it back up. Hands it to Tyson Klein.
Still on his feet.
Tyson Klein inside the 5-yard line.
Almost a disaster.
Instead, it goes in the Saints' favor as Clevenger picks up that fumbled snap.
Oh, man.
No, I need to see the replay on that one, dude.
That's lucky.
Got an official's timeout here. We have an injured Green Devil, so they're going to stop the clock here. 6:48 to go. 1st and goal Saints. It looks like they marked him down at the 10. So it's maybe even the 11. It shows that the Saints can get a first down here. So it is 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line for the Saints here. 6:48 to go in the third quarter. Great start to the third quarter here.
Wow.
As your Saints are driving. They've converted a 4th down on this drive.
Look at this here.
Was Carlson in at fullback?
What is going on here?
I think it was Andrew Hall at fullback.
Okay, we'll walk through this frame by frame here. Bobbles a snap. There it is on the ground.
Picks it up.
Picks it up as a Green Devil's diving for it.
Spin move.
Still gets the handoff in time.
Wow.
Great heads-up play there.
slammed.
Eats dirt because of it. Klein stays on his feet, picks up another couple yards, just keeps those feet moving, plowing ahead.
Seems like maybe a cramp.
Klein has been the change of pace back officially tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it
you're
has
right.
been very, very effective. Clevenger stays in at quarterback. Andrew Hall, Brad Halverson, also known as Braden, also back in there after being injured. This is Klein.
Into the 5. 4-yard line.
The Green Devils
Too often
fumbled, and
Oh,
he did.
no.
I was just going to say, too often I feel like I see a blue or a bag come out, like a change of possession or a loose ball, and sure enough, that's what that one was.
Turnover Saints as Klein loses the handle on the tackle there. And the Green Devils will have the ball. After a nice drive for the Saints, they come away empty-handed.
Just about to score 2. Oh, right there.
Just
You see it?
soap
Can
on
you
the
see
ball.
it? Get it?
One of the defensive linemen just gets his helmet right
Helmet
on
on
the
the
ball.
ball.
And you can see right there, it pops up in the air, right to a Green Devil.
So it's 1st and 10 Osage from the 6.
Soap on the ball.
Not
tonight.
much you can do about that besides getting 2 hands on the ball, I suppose. But
Now the defense will have to do its job here. Long field for the Green Devils.
dancing around in the backfield, still
There's
not
trees.
Oh, what a hit by Mullenbeck.
Connor Mullenbeck with a tackle.
Takes him under. The ball's just been slipping out of everybody's hands today. Don't know what they put on it.
No gain, 2nd and 10. Iowa. Action. Saints cheerleaders doing their job.
You
It's
bet.
hard to resist, isn't it, Joe?
It is.
Hard to
It is. They got in my head.
Catching.
I'm here for it.
I think that's cheers are supposed to be catching, right?
I think you're right. Somehow this is just a 7-point game. It feels like the Saints have dominated this football game.
Well, you move down the field and you're, a yard or a few yards at most from the end zone.
Ulanop hands it off. Oh, penalty
good
flag
hit.
on the play.
Shots. Oh, and Shots is down.
Shots is hurt on the play. He bounces back up, though. There is a flag holding Green Devils is the call. That'll back him up.
The Schwesaw is ready. Back on the field.
And Schwesaw back on the field. Good to see Andrew Hall was in there for him. Again, Braden Halverson is back on the field as well for the Saints. He was out for a quarter and a half or so with an injury. He is back. Good to see that. It will be 2nd down with the holding penalty applied here.
It's like about 12. It was going to be 3rd and 1 or 2.
We'll take that. Works out okay for the Saints there. Officials wind the clock here. Under 5.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Osage has it at the 5-yard line.
The 5.
Ulanop. Pass.
Pass. We've been locking down today.
Over
but
the
that's
middle.
Amazing.
Caught
foul.
by Dodd as he finds the empty spot in the defense for a nice gain. 1st down, Green Devils up across the 30-yard line.
Injuries.
There's too much time.
Now, another injury. This time it's a Green Devil. It looks like a cramp. We talked about that at half, that we'd be watching that. There's also a Saint down in the end zone.
Slipped and fell.
Yeah, it was whoever was come flying around for the tackle or for that potential sack went down.
Mullen back.
Looks like that's also a cramp. So we got a cramp in the end zone for the Saints. We got a cramp for Ulanop here for the Green Devils.
It's so common this first game to see a lot of cramps. We didn't see a lot the first half. But obviously
one
these
of
boys
these.
are wearing down. Gotta have a banana.
5:06 to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st down, Green Devils. They have the ball in about the 30-yard line here after a big play. At pass play, too much time for Ulanop back there has allowed him to sit back there and give his receivers a chance to find an opening in the defense, and they've done. Severin Dodd's done a nice job of that tonight. Hodek is number 8. He was down for the Green Devils. Looked like a cramp for him as well. They got that worked out. He heads off to the sideline.
Who was this mystery man in the end zone? Michaels?
It's a cramp. It appears, anyway, the way they're working on it. We're not sure who it is. It is Tyson Klein.
Oh, maybe not a cramp. Nope, locked it off.
He's trying to walk it off. There is Tyson Klein. He was the man down in the end zone for the Saints. Oh, next man up again. Here we go. Chase Haugen out there for the Saints. Schwesow and Hall. Andrew Hall's there as well. And Schwesow's kind of working on his leg during that little timeout there, too, during that injury timeout. So I think everybody's feeling the effects of the warm week and the first real night of contact or collision football, as we learned this week. If you didn't hear Coach Clevenger's interview, you want to catch that. He talks about that.
Oh, Michaels is also cramping up.
Oh,
man.
Almost had a fumble there. He did not have that. The running back and the quarterback exchange was not clean, but they survive it anyway. That is Gavin Muller, number 0, who did a nice job of hanging on to that thing after it was trying to come out. Gain of 1, 2nd down, and 9. It's already nearly 9 o'clock at night. This is going to be a long high school football game.
Yeah.
Well, it was that 30 seconds of the end of the first quarter that took an hour.
Muller again.
Oh, good
Brought down
tackle.
by Joe Clevenger. But a
Stopped
gain of
him in his
5 on the
tracks.
play.
Oh, another guy down.
Oh, wow.
Another cramp, looks like. This time for the Green Devils, it's Muller again.
This is crazy.
It'll be 3rd down and 4 when we return to action here for the Green Devils. Big play, big spot here.
While they work on them, should we take a quick commercial break? We okay with that, fellas?
We'll see you on the other side.
What does FSB have in common with farmers? How about I just show you? This is Chad Nelson, President.
Thank you, Farmer State Bank, for your generous contributions to help keep Saints TV free to watch for those who are unable to cheer from the stands.
Don't worry, I won't tell them we cut their commercial short. Oh, wait.
Oh, too late. You just did.
3rd down and 4. Uhlenhop and Trees are in the backfield. False start is going to be the call. That'll back up the Green Devils 5 more.
Oops.
Looks like they were maybe looking to draw off sides and instead fake their own guys out.
The quarterback rocked there in his stance. Did you see that?
Is that it was a
If
quarter?
this was a basketball game, yeah, it was the quarterback. Or he did also. Maybe it was also the left tackle again, but it was also the quarterback. Can't rock in your stance.
I'm glad you know the rules. Local rules.
Simulating
analyst,
the
not
snap
your
is the
average
replay.
Joe.
So they're going to try again.
Oh, yeah, he did. To the disappointment of the coaching
Yeah,
staff.
I saw the coaching staff on the other side.
Foul staff.
Ball's on the ground.
Uhlenhop around the end. Nobody there. Free
He's pointing
lane.
for blockers downfield.
We saw a broken play benefit the Saints. That time it benefits the Green Devils as they take the ball across midfield with a nice Uhlenhop run. That might be the longest running play of the night for the Green Devils. 1st and 10, Osage across midfield. Corbin Michaels really fighting that cramp there, and that every tackle he gets up and is grabbing for that leg. He's fighting through it here.
I mean, Uhlenhop's not straight, but that still doesn't mean he's not. That
He's not
Still a
fast.
good athlete.
Yep, no doubt. He is quick, and it showed there. And one of those deals where that little bobble at the beginning probably benefited them. Throws everybody off. Got a flag on the play as the play clock expires.
Yep.
Wow.
My guess is they're going to reset that. No, they are not. They're going to assess the 5-yard penalty.
We'll take it.
Much to the happiness of the Saints crowd, that will back up the Green Devils, make it 1st and 15.
It almost seems like this was what last year's game was like. Very close. Last year's final score, I believe, was 23-21 in the favor of the Saints.
Now the official just wound the clock, and the clock is not running. It should be, I believe. It's still not running. The clock's not running. So I guess I'll stop it on my end, too. Handoff goes to Trees. He's tackled after a short gain.
Did the clock move?
It
moving
finally
now.
did on the
No,
snap, not when it was supposed to. It is moving now. That's okay.
More time
It's
for
the
me.
first season, or the first game of the season, right? 2nd down, 13 after a gain of 2.
You guys mentioned our dislike.
Oh,
We
yeah.
did. We always got to get one of
Early
those.
goers, as
They
the
came
Bears
early.
say.
Jackson Vroom back in. Halverson back on the sideline.
Sweep on the outside.
Around the end, gain about 8, looks like.
Nice play for the Green Devils there. They make it 3rd and manageable.
33.
And we weren't sure how much the Saints would be passing tonight, but seems to be working for them.
3rd down and 5. The 43-yard line for the Green Devils here. The clock is running. They're having trouble getting the play call in. I don't know what that's about, but they're breaking the huddle here with 12 seconds to go. They'll get the play off without problem.
4, 3, 2. Oh, just got it.
Handoff, Trees, middle.
Another little, dicey handoff there.
He gets the first down, though.
Dang it. Close.
No, first down.
Right there, you can see the ball almost squeak out again.
You imagine it's getting dewy out there or something?
It is. I believe it is getting slippery. That's exactly what you're seeing. So first down, Osage, 38-yard line. They continue this drive that started at their own 6 after the Saints turnover.
Look at all those cramps, says Alex Hansen, former Saint.
Trees, missed tackle in the backfield there.
Oh, and
Flag coming in from deep. The back judge throws a flag 15 yards or so. We'll watch for the call here.
Yeah, he was the far away ref, too.
He's picking it up.
Guessing it's on the Green Devils.
I believe it is. I think that'll be a hold. Let's see what we get. Holding.
Yep. On the
See if we can go back and see what
Holding
offense.
Green Devils. They're going to push them back and replay first down. So negates the gain, and we'll make it 1st and 15. For the holding flag on the Green Devils.
Oh, I believe it's right. It's Halverson getting hold right there, held.
Yep.
See, he's got his arm hooked there, facing the wrong way.
Gotta hold a man like that to stop him.
Right. Yeah. Who I'm guessing he's not really probably at 100% after that injury earlier. Round the left side.
Gets Dodd, who's really hard to bring down.
Yep.
As
Ran-
indicated by that.
Yep, ran
Fights for
30
another
yards.
yard or two.
He gains 5. Gets the penalty yardage back. Or nearly anyway. It'll make it 2nd down and 9.
Hey, Madison, who is your favorite player on the Saints?
40 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. The Green Devils are driving. Ball on the 37-yard line. Ulenhop pass. Going to keep and run himself. He's brought down in the backfield. Joe Clevenger.
I got a little happy on the zoomies there, guys.
Weston,
Not even sure if I caught that
Paulson,
one.
and Joe Clevenger. Drop Ulenhop for a huge loss. Going to make it 3rd down and 13 when we start the 4th quarter. Right after this.
Weston makes up for that false start he had.
Well,
And,
Eric missed it on that play.
Sorry about that, guys.
You'll have to trust us. Joe Clevenger, Weston Paulson make a heck of a play. Drop Ulenhop
guys.
in the backfield for a loss of 4 or 5. And they'll make it 3rd and 13 here when we start the 4th quarter.
Madison's favorite player, number 2, Michaels.
There he is. He's had a great football game
Yes, he
tonight.
has.
Played well. So, 4th quarter time. The cramps, the injuries, the first collisions of the season in a game-like setting are starting to take their toll. Now it comes down to toughness.
All right.
Slam and Sammy, thanks for joining us in the 3rd quarter. As always, good job. We'll see you next week.
All right. See
Thank
next
you,
week.
Slammin' Sammy. Always great to see you again. Happy new school year to you, kid.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy New Year. Yeah, we'll be right back.
What does FSB have in common with farmers? How about I just show you? This is Chad Nelson, president of the bank, and this is what a typical day off looks like for Chad. He doesn't have much time for lake houses or private country clubs. That's because before he was a banker, Chad was a farmer. And you don't just stop being a farmer. Farmers State Bank, where farmers come first.
If the defense can come in and make something happen there,
We're live.
all right. Well,
You get this is the behind the Saints, the real
behind the scenes.
commentary. It happens
You got
during
it.
commercials.
Yes.
You got it.
You have to come
So-
sit by us in the stands to hear that. We were
How
just
this
talking
game
about
is close right now, and it's been the big plays, it's been the turnovers, and the Saints had a chance to make this game 28-14. Instead, turn it over, which of course, if the defense can make a play, it's not terrible, not gonna kill you. But Osage's done a great job of moving this thing down the field, mixing up passes and runs, and mostly pretty effective against us this drive.
3rd down, 13, Uhlenhop, and Trees in the backfield. Uhlenhop going to roll out to his right, throw
Way
it
too
back
much
to
time.
his left. And the pass is
Incomplete.
discussion. Going to be ruled as caught, but well short of a first down. Going to give him 6 yards on the play. So it will be 4th down.
Play clock winding. Looks like 4th and about 6.
4th
Okay, well,
and 6.
Hard to tell.
Hard to tell
well,
from
there's
our
a
angle.
gap in the sideline there where it looks like his
4th and 6. Big play time here for the Saints defense. Uhlenhop rolls right, throws right,
buying time.
No.
incomplete pass. And the Saints turn it over on downs. It'll be St. Ansgar
Basketball.
St. Ansgar football. Which sport are we in? On the 34-yard line. Huge stop there for the Saints defense. As they bend but don't break. That drive started on the 6-yard line.
Yeah, and that took a lot of play clock. We talked earlier about how we didn't want that end of the first half turnover to hurt these Saints here at the end of the game. This is a chance for the Saints to do something about
You
that.
bet.
Put some points on the board here.
We have some new Green Devils in the game, I believe, as a result of some of those injuries.
Number 9 looked like he was hobbling coming out here on this side, and that's the direction the Saints go.
Michaels gets the carry on first down. Nice gain there. Give him 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good shirt. You're gonna love that shirt. That's a good one. If it's the wrong size, they'll trade it in for you.
Eric is talking to someone who caught a T-shirt during the halftime or quarter break there.
Yeah, the
Second
Saints
down.
TV T-shirt cannon was launched. Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
Nope, was he say second down and 6? Schweiss out in quarterback. He hands it off. This is Michaels again. Bounces off a tackle.
Breaks. Oh,
Just
daylight.
goes down as he gets into daylight, but it's good enough for a first down.
Here that is again.
Cross midfield.
Man,
What a, just a tough run. He just
It's like you-
refused to go
yeah.
down.
student section is loud and they keep shaking the camera. No wonder you keep
love
missing plays there, Eric.
I know it. I know it. I was like, every time I try to watch the play on the field and follow with the camera and look down, and somehow I end up zooming in. I think it's the shaking stands.
The raucous crowd.
Definitely the ruckus crowd.
Schweiss out. Klein straight up the middle for a gain of 4 on first down. The Saints offensive line is starting to make some holes. It's that time of the game. Everybody's tired. Everybody's a little banged up. There's nobody healthy anymore, right?
No.
Everybody's a little hurt.
You see the fresh guys coming out, and they're hobbling.
I've got one banana up here. We could probably slice it 22 times.
There you go.
Every player on the Saints could have a little slice of it. Keep those cramps at bay.
2nd and 6.
Oh,
Schweiss out after kind of a botch snap.
This
I'd never hit the ground or anything. I think it just wasn't clean in his hand, so he just grabbed it and bowled
there it
forward.
is again. Right there, falls on the ground, picks it up, and somehow
Turns it into a
decent gain
Yeah.
there.
gain of, I don't know, 3, 4. Make it 3rd down and 1. We'll call it 4. 3rd and 1 here. Under 9 minutes to go in this one. Ball at the 39-yard line. They need the 38 for a first down.
4 down territory. Clock is So important here in the fourth quarter.
Schwiesel hands it to Michaels.
First down.
Michaels, first down, Saints.
Slowly and methodically inching their way down the field are the Saints.
Yep.
This is what we're used to seeing.
Joe
not always
Beelan, what's your prediction here? You think we've seen the last Saints pass? in
I
this
do.
game?
I do not believe, unless things get crazy, I don't think we will see the ball in the air the rest of the night. Braden Halverson back out there again, 57. Good to see him back out there on the field. Looks like the cramp situation's gotten better. Tyson Klein knifes his way up the middle. Nice gain on first down.
Knifes his way. I like the descriptive terminology, my friend.
Thank you.
There's that play again.
Gain of 9 for Tyson on first down. And the Saints offensive line is making craters up front.
Yes, they are getting that push. That we're not as tired as you are push. That's classic Saints football.
Is correct. And like I said, I believe there are at least 2 backups in on that defensive line right now for Osage.
What a heads up.
Oof. That
Still
was
somehow
dangerous.
The
Did he
Saints
pitch that?
survive a really dangerous play. Yep, I think so. He was getting tackled
Let's take a look.
as he was trying to hand it off. We do have a Green Devil down on the field, but that is good enough for a Saints first
Oh,
down.
man.
That's bound to make Coach not real happy on game film. That's dangerous. And then,
So how did 75 get there that
75
fast?
just a missed assignment on the line, I think.
Gotcha. He was just unblocked.
And just unblocked, sticks his nose in there. Suisaw's getting dragged down and pitches it to Klein. Hits him in the face mask there. Look at that. Boom, right off the noggin, right into his hands.
oh my,
Oh,
Just like we drew it up.
yeah, exactly. And I'm
That
pretty sure
is-
that's going to come up in game film tomorrow,
I think
with-
you might be
along
right.
with a lecture. Probably don't do that. But nice job. Great execution.
Well, they didn't lose.
Hey, guys, I see in the chat we have our first international viewer of the year again.
We do.
Welcome back, John. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for being with us. So huge first down there for the Saints. The student section fired up, cheering over at the student section on the other side. Saints can go a long ways towards making this thing history.
We got some people all over the place out there.
I love it.
California,
Tuning in, watching Weston Paulson from California.
Stacyville, Missouri,
Even Stacyville.
Lake
all
City,
over.
Tennessee, Texas, the Ozarks. I better get this off the screen.
Schwiesau hands it to Michaels. Charges ahead.
End around.
Short gain on the play. Let's give him 4. Second down and 6.
4. How about 5?
How about 5? It might actually be closer to 3. It's probably 3.5, but you know what? We're going to round up. They're going to round down. We're going to round up.
Name that movie.
Can't. I'm familiar, but I couldn't tell you what it's from.
4.
If you know in the
about
chat, you let us know if you know what Duke's referring to.
That's a good opportunity for trivia. Duke trivia.
The Saints look content to get that play call in awfully slowly. I think you'll see a lot of that. Tyson Klein with the carry.
Snapping the ball with a second or 2 left on the game.
Yep.
On the
Smart.
shot clock.
Veteran.
Basketball still.
There you go. Veteran coach move there. I'm not going to give you the play until 15 seconds left on the clock, and I'm not going to let you break the huddle until 10 so that you're snapping it with a second or 2 on there on the clock. So the Saints look to salt this thing away. Obviously, long way to go. But a couple minutes off the clock and 7 here.
Michaels darts to the right side of the line, finds a good hole. First down for the Saints. They
First
are
down.
getting closer and closer to pay dirt.
Guess I don't think
Another about a yard or 2 between the first down and the end zone, so they can get one more first down here on this drive.
so. A quick look at the lineup here shows Aiden Beeson in at center for the Saints. Dylan Hansen not on the field. Believe he's fighting a cramp, the way it would appear. 1st and 10, Saints. Penalty flag. Somebody jumped just a touch early for the Saints. It's going to make it 1st and 15. Offsides defense. Correction. Offsides defense. That'll make it 1st and 5. We like that better than 1st and 15. I
Hey,
think.
whoever gave us the dislike earlier took it away.
Oh.
I'm not sure. Like, I think our best streams come with at least, with only one dislike. How many likes we got down there, Duke?
16.
Oh, wow. Thanks, everybody, for all the
Hold
kudos.
on. I'm getting YouTube up. Dislike. There we go.
Dylan Hansen is up off the ground. They were treating him for a cramp. He looks pretty gingerly walking back down. Looks like Aiden Beeson is going to stay in there for him. Number 70, junior Aiden Beeson, takes over at center for the Saints. Clock operator again. Let me just, if you see a fast forward clock, you just don't worry about it. 4:36 to go in this one. The Saints are driving 1st and 5. Michaels. No.
Sweesow keeps
Around
it.
the end.
He is in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Saints. Chase Sweesow with a touchdown run. Unless they didn't give it to him.
That's not a thing. Oh, they are showing first down. So you talked about.
They can't.
Well, let's see
It's
here.
really, I don't know how. Yeah. Okay. That's all right. We'll just do it again. 1st down and goal from inside the 1-yard line.
Well, I suppose a knees down, perhaps? Is that what they're saying?
Perhaps. That's what they saw.
We're lining
They're
up here.
closer
Duke.
than we are. So, Sweesow under center. Sneak. Sweesow pushed back short. Second down and goal.
Continues to run.
Sure. At this point, let's let the clock run, right?
You got it.
So we can kind of see there. He's not out yet. Oh, that is a missed call.
That is a
because his knees are
touchdown,
not
boys and
on the
girls.
ground, right?
That
His
is
knees
a
never hit the ground.
Well,
Till
there's
the ball was
I
crossed.
think the ref was thinking his right foot there was out, maybe.
The
But
Green
he is
Devils
clearly
take
still
their
in
first
bounds.
timeout. They want to talk this one over.
The knee doesn't hit. The knee hits the pylon. I mean, his knee hit the pylon. He doesn't touch.
So the ball's ahead of his knee, certainly.
Oh, certainly.
Right? Got
Yeah.
it.
It's his thigh hits the pylon. He's clearly in the end zone.
That's very clearly a touchdown.
But I think the ref was thinking he stepped on the line there. But by our replay, I mean, you can't clearly see it there, but you can see where the line is, and you hold a ruler up to the screen. You know, I guess that's as scientific as it gets.
I like it.
I just don't.
We
the
need a
ref is right
a
there.
ruler emoji to pop up on there so we can.
We
help.
need the Madden marker.
Yeah, you bet.
I mean, we're taking a lot of time looking at this one play, but hey, there's the timeout in the
We got
field.
time.
Yeah, we got nothing
got
but
time.
time.
Nothing else to do but talk about it, I suppose.
Been a long one, but a good one here in Osage, as always, when these two teams get together. The Saints, let me state the obvious. Sometimes an announcer's job is to state the obvious. The Saints need a touchdown here.
And, you know,
It certainly would help.
you're saving me some time. I was trying to figure out what was needed here.
Now you know it's a touchdown. Is
It's a
is the
touchdown.
thing
Got
that
it.
is needed.
Gotta have a touchdown. Got it.
They are adding seconds to the clock here. We've taken her up to 4:10, they've decided.
Well,
They give them credit for that timeout a little early, which I understand. So, play clock winds. Sweesow keeps. Sweesow. Touchdown, Saints. Jay Sweesow with the 2-yard touchdown run. And the Saints go up 27-14 with 4:07 to go in this one. Great job, great push by the offensive line there. Sweesow finishes it off. And the Saints go up 13 points. What a huge drive for your Saints.
Big time. That could be the key to the game right there is that drive they just put together. And think about that stop on defense to get the ball back.
No doubt. Yeah, after they drove 70-some yards.
Stopped a long drive from the Osage Green Devils.
Hall to snap it to Schatz, who's going to hold for Schwiesau. Good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. The Saints take a 14-point lead here with 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. St. Ansgar 28, Osage 14.
Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be back right after this message from our generous sponsors. Or not.
We're not. Back here in Osage. Saints lead at 28-14 in a game that has had it all. Your just quintessential early season high school football game. Cramps, mistakes, turnovers, big plays, but ultimately the Saints have done more good through this point. 4 minutes, 7 seconds to go. 2-touchdown lead here. Seen a lot of promising things from the Saints.
And you said earlier, Joe, Saints are clearly playing better tonight. We've had some mistakes on both sides of the ball.
Correct. Ulenop on the return. Hold her, another illegal block or a hold. So that return's going to come back. Ulenop goes out of bounds at about the 30, but they'll push him back to something inside the 20 once the penalty here is assessed.
Oh.
Gosh,
Oh, yeah.
Just right in the back.
Hit.
Yep. Not sure it was the same guy.
Blatant. Absolutely.
Yep, pretty easy call for the official there. So it'll be 1st and 10 Osage, but instead of at the 30, will be
not cool, bro.
Around the 10-yard line or so. So the Green Devils down 2 touchdowns, have 90 yards to go here.
Well, they made a show of it the last drive. They were marching right down the field, so you can't let them do that again.
Correct. Yep, exactly. After a nice stop last time, late in the drive. Let's do that early in the drive here.
Now do we expect to see any passing?
A whole lot is the answer. Ulenop
exclusively, I would guess.
to pass.
Long
over
ball.
The middle.
Nice
Caught.
catch.
Good defense by Seth Schatz. Just really well thrown ball by Ulenop up where only his guy could get it.
Yeah, that was a nice catch.
Their receiver, although makes the catch there, he is down. Cramp again. These last 4 minutes might take a very long time. Who caught that? Did you get a number there? I did not. He was so blanketed by shots. I can't tell who it is.
I couldn't see either.
And this, now that Osage officially changed their school colors to black, you can never tell.
We could process elimination, see who it wasn't, and then figure it out from there.
Well, we'll see. Oh, he's the guy that's down.
Yeah.
So whoever gets up,
then we'll know.
We're working on him like it's a cramp.
Perhaps it does appear to be a cramp. I don't see number 9 anywhere. Do you? That would be Christensen.
So, Joe, what's the rule on cramp timeout or injury timeouts?
Injury times, they're unlimited. This isn't wrestling where we make you start a clock or anything. You can.
No, but I meant, isn't there?
You have to come off the field for a play.
Okay.
So he will not be able to participate in the next play. It is Sage Christensen. Mr. Christensen of St. Ansgar Frames, son?
So where does he sit during these games?
That's a great question.
Probably stays at home and watches Saints TV.
I think
it's
there
probably
are
the safe thing to do.
probably. I think there are several educators and school employees in those positions with children on one team and maybe work at the other, and that's part of what makes this fun. This is all in good fun, right? This is all about being good sports.
You got it.
Well, I mean, we're so close to them that you're right. They're essentially neighbors, the school districts, obviously. So
yep, you got it.
Not surprising there's overlap in that sense.
Uhlenhop gonna pass again.
Loads
over the
up,
middle.
throws it deep. Nothing doing.
Incomplete. Intended for Hodek. Hey, I tell you what, Uhlenhop's arm has impressed me. He has a strong arm. He threw that ball 40 yards in the air on a line.
Yeah, he roped it.
Just a little overthrown. So it'll make it 2nd and 10.
Possession arrow?
Oh, I gotcha. Boom.
Boom.
2nd and 10. Running the spread here. Going to expect a ton of passing. Obviously, the clock stops on an incomplete pass. Complete there for a first down.
Another good play.
Volklander on the receiving end of that Uhlenhop pass.
Speaking of spreads, check out that QR code in the bottom corner, folks. That's about giving butter.
What is giving butter, Trav?
Well, giving butter is a way that we can get butter from you, which is your money, to help the stream out, which goes back to the school and helps the school and helps the kids. And that is what butter is, and that is how you can help give butter.
Oh, man.
Make it
Sounds like
easy.
the right thing to do.
All that money goes right back into Saints TV. Uhlenhop back to pass. Good protection. The offensive line for the Green Devils has done a nice job.
Incomplete, says the Zebras.
Incomplete pass.
Let's check his honesty here.
He was right on it and had good perspective there.
Oh, that's close. I think it's, yeah. He gets his hands under. It looks like he brings it up towards him, but I don't think he secures it.
Yeah, maybe
clearly falls on it.
Hits the ground as he's falling on it.
We have the angle to see exactly what happened.
Official in a good spot there to make that call. 2nd down and 10. 3:23 to go in this one. The Saints lead by 2 touchdowns.
Timeout. As the play clock was about to expire.
Good heads-up play by Uhlenhop there to see that
it's a break for the Saints. You don't want them to makes them burn a timeout.
Correct. Yep. So Osage down to just 1 timeout left. Saints have 2. Should they be needed?
3 minutes 23 left in this game. Season opener, rivalry game. And Osage down 2 scores. They are moving the ball, but they're going to have to put points on the board quickly if they're going to make this a game here.
Yeah. It's do or die time here for the Green Devils. I have a feeling we're going to continue to see those deep passes over the middle. Like I said, Uhlenhop has showed off that arm this afternoon or this evening. He has a stronger arm than I think maybe they expected to see. And he's beat the Saints a couple of times deep. 1 touchdown for the Green Devils after a turnover in a short field and the other on a long touchdown pass. Back to the action we go here. Gonna scramble right, throw it to Dodd. Dodd's tackled immediately by Michaels. Nice tackle from Michaels. That'll make it 3rd down. 3rd and short.
And it looks to me like the Saints, they're content to let them complete those passes over the middle, keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
Because, I mean, give them 7-8 yards of play, that's fine. They're burning up clock.
That's great perspective. I think you're spot on. Uhlenhop.
Just don't give up the big one.
Middle. Off the receiver's fingers, incomplete. That will make it 4th down and 4. Well, this is as big as it gets in an early season game. Big spot here for the Saints defense. Get the stop. And in all likelihood, get the W.
Just like Sherry says, stop.
4th and 4
Who said
from
that?
the 49.
Sherry said that?
Yeah.
Sherry, that's very smart. You could
Big
coach a
play
team on
here.
that.
Hewlett corrals a wild snap.
Yeah.
Out to Dodd. Dodd is wrapped up and
is going to be
tackled.
a turnover.
Turnover on downs. The Saints will take over at their own 49-yard line.
And that camera is shaking because the stands is shaking.
Weston Paulson
What a game he's
forces him back inside. Great job by the Saints defense. They get the stop. And they take over here. 2-touchdown lead. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go.
Give you a little bit of that flavor of that play when we go to the next one.
So the Saints will look to salt this one away. The offensive line has done a great job here in this second half, making holes for the Saints running game.
Look at this, Joe. Look at that pro camera stuff there by Eric.
Don't tell him who it is.
Oh,
I don't want to be getting the calls from ESPN.
Michaels
sheds a tackle, breaks another one, stays on his feet.
goes out of bounds, but
Went out of bounds.
gains 9 on first down there.
Does that stop the clock?
It does. 2:39.
I can't remember. I can't keep the high school rules and the pro and the college straight anymore and when the clock stops. This football, it's a confusing game.
It is. It is.
There's so many rules that you learn for the first time. I mean, that's probably one that's super easy for fans of the game, but the rule book is just so vast and different.
2nd and 1. Michaels again. Short, I believe, of the first down. Now we're got a whistle here. We're gonna get a timeout for a measurement. They're gonna study this one and decide that it's a Saints first down.
1st and 10, do it again.
One more 1st and 10, and that should just about do it here in Osage. Great first game of the season for the Saints. Made some mistakes, recovered from those mistakes, made a few really great plays as well. Lots to build on tonight in game number 1.
It's great to play good teams, especially early. And like you said, you're never going to play a mistake-free game, but to come out here and recover from those mistakes and force mistakes on the other team the way they have tonight, great game by these Saints.
The Saints will burn a bunch of clock here. Hand it off to Klein. Tyson Klein, short gain. We've got a whistle here. I'm not sure. Timeout, Green Devils. Gotcha. Their last timeout. So officially 2:01 on the clock. It will be 2nd down and 9 after this timeout. Saints lead at 28-14 over cross-county rival Osage Green Devils.
Oh, we got 2 dislikes now. I better
You better get rid of yours.
So last night in the volleyball game, we actually had the same number of likes as dislikes. And someone was kind enough, just as we were wrapping up, to give us one more thumbs up.
Put it over the
Made
edge.
it 2-1 likes over dislikes.
Well,
Really
I'm
completed the
logged in on the. So if I dislike it, it's going to show that Saints TV dislikes the Saints TV broadcast. People are going to see it and go, wow, these guys are crazy.
These guys. But it's kind of the truth. We're always looking to improve the next one. So we guarantee, we promise the next one will always be better. But that's no reason to dislike it, really, is it, Travis? Dang it, I'm sorry.
Right.
I shouldn't have defended it. I take that back.
I take that back.
I don't know why I said that. Famous words of Duke Scoop. I don't know why I said.
We're going to get a Saints TV t-shirt made up with that line on it. I don't know why I said that.
I don't know.
Here we go. 2:01 remain in this one. The Saints with a 2-touchdown lead and the football.
Oh, we're back down.
Ooh. Ken missed assignment there. 50 comes flying up the middle and sacks Suisau. Sacks Suisau. Say that 5 times fast. Big loss on the play. That will make it 3rd down and 14. The clock continues to run. Under a minute 45 to go here. Coach Clevenger with Dylan Brum there on the sideline. You can see him in the bottom part of your picture. Going to take his time to get that play call in. In fact, we might even get a timeout here.
Oh,
if I was a betting man, we're going to get a timeout.
I like the way you're thinking. Just
Run her
take
down
her down.
to 1. Call the timeout.
Here's where the magic is about
Here
to happen.
it is. Timeout, Saints. So the Saints burn their second timeout. We'll have 1 remaining.
Can't take him home with you.
Can't take him home with you. Nope. And a good opportunity to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Nothing crazy happens. The only way this game goes the wrong way at this point is if something really crazy happens. So Saints will avoid that here. Talk it over. Run something that's fairly safe would be my guess and punt this thing away with something like 35 seconds to go in the game. Up 2 touchdowns. Great night to start the season for the Saints. We'll get you some stats post-game here, or at least as our version of the stats. Get you. They may not be official. You can check Bound. If you ever need a roster or stats or schedule, go to Bound Iowa. Just type that into Google and Bound Iowa St. Ansgar Saints, and boom, you will find it. Everything you've ever wanted to know. You want to look up stats from 6 years ago, you can do that. You want to look it up from your glory days, you can do that. Unless your glory days were pre-2007 or so, I think.
Oh.
Then you can't.
I hope no one's counting the number of times I type Bound St. Ansgar in my computer every single day. It'd be embarrassing.
Michaels gets the handoff there on 3rd down.
Would you say you're a bounder?
I'm a bounder. Yes, sir.
Gain of 1 makes it 4th down and 13 as the clock ticks under a minute to go here in Osage. The Saints are going to win this one.
Looks like it.
That's not your average Joe's very bold prediction.
Very bold.
Not so bold, maybe.
Let's see how it plays out.
Be 25 seconds or so, so under 20 seconds with the punt hang time. I feel okay about it. It's not impossible, but I feel pretty good.
You're calling punt?
Weston Paulson is amazing.
Are we going to take delay here, or is this time?
Just that last time out.
The last time out. You
Time
should probably
out,
just call
Saints.
it.
Getting bugs
You
on
probably
my
just call it
screen
while
now.
I was zooming.
Go on.
So both teams now out of timeouts, 27.7 seconds.
Whoa.
The student
just happened?
section is rocking. Saints are fired up as they come to
Tried to
Osage.
start a rave or something.
And now she's famous on Saints TV.
Woo, everybody wants to be Saints TV famous. The Saints bring the LR Folk Trophy with them to Osage and turn around and take it back home.
I bet those cross-country kids are happy they don't have to haul that back.
They don't, right?
It's a hammer. Isn't it like a sledgehammer or something?
No, it's a trophy.
It's a
trophy?
huge trophy. Yeah.
Oh, it's a trophy. I thought it was a hammer.
No, they do that at the pregame.
That's what it
Sledgehammer.
is. I see him picking that thing up.
You could have a steam train. Down,
4th and 13.
down.
We're just going to hand it off and burn a little more.
No one has answered my movie quote trivia.
I don't think anybody knows.
And if anybody knows who sings Sledge, well, they'll just
This one
Google
should
that.
be easy. This one
Good
should be
coaching
easy,
here,
though.
too.
Someone should chime in right now.
No point in risking the punt. We're just going to hand it off.
There we go.
Never mind. Why would we hand it off when we can complete the pass to Corbin
And
Blackheart?
smartly slides down in bounds. Did he? No, he was
You got to
short.
get the first down first, though. So 15 seconds officially.
Well, no guarantee on the camera work because that was not
That was a little wild.
expecting that.
It is a turnover on downs. It'll be Osage football.
Honestly, that's a pretty good play if you don't have a kicker with a leg from there. It works in high
You
school.
bet.
Who does?
Yeah.
But that took a lot more time than a punt probably would have.
Sure, yeah.
Oh,
And
maybe
the
not. I don't know.
Saints cheerleaders have declared victory as they do the VICTORY chant here in Osage. 15 seconds left on the clock. Everybody's cramping up. We got guys on the sideline getting taken care
I
of
think I'm
here.
going to cramp it. Well, no, I got a banana here.
You got a banana. You should be
You're
fine.
I'll be
fine.
fine.
You're fine.
You have no excuse,
That'll
that's for sure.
Ward them off.
Yeah, this has been a game. I am tired. From broadcast, I can't imagine trying to play in this thing. Uhlenhop gets it off right before Michaels gets a piece of him, but it falls harmlessly incomplete. Second down and 10, 11 seconds left in this one.
Yeah, I saw Michaels going for Uhlenhop on that. I thought that's a lot of unnecessary risk to put on Uhlenhop. Hanging back there for a pass that it'd be interesting if that pass mattered, I guess, but 10 seconds remaining.
Guys, this was one of the strangest one touchdown lead games that never felt like we were in danger of losing. You know what I mean? This game was within a score for a very long time, but it felt like the Saints were comfortable. Like, yeah, okay, hasn't gone perfect, but we're okay. You know what I mean? They just played. They played like a bunch of veterans who have been here a bunch.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a great sign early in the season.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, definitely.
And obviously, it wasn't perfect, but just to play through that and say, we got this. It felt like we were calm and collected throughout this entire thing tonight.
Well, I think part of it, too, is when Osage answered, then we turn around and answered back.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like we got off our, momentum or anything and let them dictate momentum for any stretch of this game.
Trees with the pitch.
He's tackled.
That'll do it.
And that will do it. The Saints defeat Osage 28-14. And the L.R. Falk Trophy remains in St. Ansgar territory. Congratulations, men. What a great game.
Absolutely. Shake them up. Good sportsmanship.
Nice night for Corbin Michaels. Nice night, Jay Shrisau, Dylan Brum. The big fellas up front. We got Jackson Broom in a couple of times tonight. Stepped in, played well.
Yeah.
Aiden Beeson stepped up, played well on kind of in reserve duty.
Also, it was a track with all the people that were coming in and out. Playing. So.
That's what it's all about. Right there, next man up. And I tell you what, the guys we talked about at the beginning that needed to show us something tonight did exactly that. Weston Paulson played a whale of a football game. We talked about him. Coach talked about him on the broadcast the other night, or our podcast that if you haven't listened to, you should go do. Where he just, said he's kind of bided his time. He's done the work, showed up every day, done exactly what they asked him to do, gets his opportunity for the first time as a senior tonight, and did a whale of a job out there on both sides of the football.
Whoops.
Braden Halverson, who was injured early, came back and finished that one. Tyson Klein had a really nice night. I could keep going. There's just so many guys that, like I said, stepped up and did exactly what we needed them to do.
We didn't hear a lot from Tyson in the first half, and then the second half he comes alive. And isn't that the danger of this team? You got so many guys who have been so well coached for so many years, putting in the work morning after morning after morning, that you just don't know who you need to keep an eye on, right?
Exactly.
Game boys.
Yep, exactly. What a great football game, great high school football game. That's what it's all about. A lot of work goes into these. You get eight guaranteed games as a high school football player nowadays in these schedules. And you work all. It's not might. You do. You work all year long for those 8 games, and to maximize that first opportunity tonight, and come away with the victory here at Osage in one of the bigger games of the year. Great start. Well, the Saints are going to stay out on the field for the little trophy presentation, I believe.
Who presents it?
Maybe they just do it themselves, looks like. Here we go to the locker room.
They brought it here.
There's the trophy. Here it comes. Mr. Myers got the trophy in the end zone in the corner.
Where is it?
Right there, right where they're headed. That's where the trophy is.
He does?
Yeah, he's got it.
Huddle, yeah.
There's your trophy presentation. Congratulations, Saints. 28-14.
And the stands are
The camera
Students are
shakes from the
jumping.
stands. That's fantastic.
So fun to see all that hard work pay off. We talked about it. These kids, and we'll talk about throughout the year at all the seasons, but just the dedication that these guys have. Getting to the weight room, putting the work in. You know, Coach said the other night, I thought was just a super statement of, you know, I'm proud of all of our guys at this point, because this isn't easy, right? They've all done great things to be here and sort of get themselves to that point where, hey, I'm a member of this team. Football's not easy. And what they asked some of these kids to do between practices and lifting and up early and up late and all that it's just fun to see it kind of pay off and have a good night like this. To start the season, lots of good things to come. Obviously, this is week one. This is a non-district game, right? So it comes down to we got the Saints. We got a bus behind us here. Love it. Love it. Saints at home next week. North Union comes to town. We've gone to North Union 2 years in a row. Nice to see them make the road trip back to us. They finished 5-4 last year. North Union did. They have a returning quarterback. We'll talk more about that in the week to come. Here, we'll give you some preview type stuff. But the Saints will have their hands full again next week as North Union comes to town, and then of course week 3, the big matchup with number 1 West Hancock at West Hancock. So that's what your coming weeks here look like as we look forward in that schedule. Let me get you some stats for the Saints.
Yeah, we grab those stats next week. We actually got volleyball tomorrow that's going to be live streamed as tournament action. That's I assume it's going to be Skippy D'Angelo and Jack Tripper, but if not, it'll be the misses on the other side of that, broadcasting from afar. And then Osage versus St. Andrew. St. Andrew will come here and play volleyball versus Osage next week. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but there will also be another volleyball game. I believe they're playing next week. So
I believe you are correct.
Football stats, not your average Joe.
Look like this for Schwiesau at quarterback, 8 of 11 passing, 119 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Corbin Michaels, 4 catches, 18 yards. Tyson Klein, 2 catches for 33. Dylan Brum with the 1 catch for 55 yards and a touchdown. Rushing-wise, Corbin Michaels, 21 carries, 90 yards. He had 28 yards at half, ends with 90. He had himself a whale of a second half. A long of 20 with a touchdown. Jay Schwiesau with a touchdown run. And Joe Clevenger
That's the
with
way
a
it looks
touchdown
like running down
run.
the field.
That's what he looks like running down the field. I love it. For the Green Devils, Uhlenhoff ends tonight with 172 passing yards. Had a very nice night as well. And his debut, as we talked about, Quinn Street unable to go due to injury tonight. Matt Uhlenhoff steps up and plays that position very well for the Green Devils. Rushing-wise, they had 4 guys with carries, 3 of them between 20 and 40 yards. So the Saints did a good job of limiting the rushing offense for
Making them one-dimensional.
the Green Devils. Exactly right. Made them one-dimensional. Isaac Hodek with 77 yards receiving and a touchdown. Severin Dodd with 46 yards receiving for the Green Devils. So we talked about those keys to the game and how the lines, both offensive and defensive lines for the Saints, needed to grow up in a hurry tonight with a couple of new starters. Ended up being 3 new starters at several points of the game due to cramping and injury. And, boy, they did just that. I think our lines played really well for most of the night and did their job. Some missed assignments in a couple of spots looks like caused some of that. The coaches will clean that up. Like I said, early in the season, that's the stuff they look at and go, all right, when this is the coverage and this is the call, you got to go left, not right. And they'll work those things out. And but I thought other than that, you saw really good play out of our line. Our passing game's alive and well, it appears.
8 for 11, you said?
Yeah.
We saw?
Yeah, 8 for 11 and 130 or 40 yards. That'll work if we just do that every week.
And against a team, too, that throws the ball a lot. So, they see that in practice, too. So, I mean, it's not like they're not used to seeing passing.
Correct. Yep, and we saw what having both of those passing and running games did for us last year Until we kind of got bit by the injury bug there late in the year. And it became harder to do that. But I think we saw that. A running game. We established that running game. I called Corbin Christian a couple times, and it's because he runs and looks just exactly like him. Holy
they
cow.
like to say.
We didn't miss a step in
We
the
thought
Michaels
it'd be
department.
easier. It's not.
It's not. No, and he runs hard and looked
yeah.
really good
Just
tonight.
bounces off tacklers.
Yep. Defensively, I thought we tackled well. So that was good to see. Again, early in the season, you just don't know, right? We haven't had I know they go full in practice, but it's not the same as a Friday night going and wrapping somebody up that's not your teammate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going and making that tackle.
The cramps are kind of indicative of that, right? You're not used to pushing yourself as hard as you do during this game. See the ambulance pulling out here. Glad it wasn't needed tonight.
Yeah, I think other than the cramps, and obviously we're a little concerned for Braden Halverson there early, but he returned to the game, so
Yeah, it looked fine after coming back in.
it appeared as maybe both teams avoided major injury anyway, which is always what you want to see in a high school football game. This is a collision sport, as Coach told us this week, and this sport has gotten safer, no doubt about it, and it's good to see a game like that where although the cramps definitely had their impact with that first game of the season and a nice hot week here. It was good to see everybody appeared anyway on the surface to make it through without major injury. So that's good.
Love it. Is there a final button on that scoreboard?
I don't know. I
Sometimes
wonder.
there's one hidden. I see you got your clock at
Let me
0.
let me
Maybe
try
that's
it.
as
You
final
guys
as it
ready?
gets.
You guys
Yeah,
ready?
Let's
Try
see it. Let's see it.
Overtime.
We got OT and final.
Ding
There
dong.
it is.
Sweet.
We got a final.
Well, gentlemen, we have actually packed up in the dark before, and I got a feeling we probably better
We're
get
about
out
to.
of here. Before being,
We're about to
they're
do it
not
again.
probably going to want to wait around for us.
We're not at home. We don't have the keys to this place.
You got it. Hey, thanks for joining us here on Saints TV. We're so excited to be in football season. Great win for the Saints. We'll see you on the football field in St. Ansgar next Friday versus North Union. Some volleyball between now and then on Saints TV or live. Hope you can be there. If not, there's Saints TV for that. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.